Greetings, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Get this all set up. And a little bit over that way. What's going on? I guess that's about right. Hi. How's everyone doing? Yeah, we're doing a thing. A thing is being done. Craziness happening out there with device and new stuff and things and stuff. Yeah, it's going to be... This is one of those episodes that gets squirrely really fast because there's a lot of craziness that the party can get themselves into, which is not necessarily a good thing. Hey, do not just subscribe. Thank you. I need to get the alerts above everything else. Yeah, I haven't put in all the subscriptions for this month yet because I'm waiting for all the subscriptions to come in, since I know a lot of people might not have re-upped their subs yet, and I want to make sure we get the right amount put in there as our starting point for our campaign. We are doing Mr. Holland's Opus Foundation, which is a great charity that I didn't know a whole lot about, which donates band instruments to basically music, brings music to schools that normally would not be able to have it. So, it's really kind of neat. Our buddy Toonarth told us all about it. It is really cool, neat organization. So, yepper, we got that going on. We got a Dragons or Cats who's making coffee and toast, getting ready for today's session. Whew. It's got me nervous, folks. Today's session's got me nervous. I admit it. I'm nervous. I'm a nervous DM right now. Because I'm a nervous DM right now. And there's not a whole lot to say about it other than I'm a nervous DM right now. We're going to have to see. Yeah, I bought a new t-shirt. Just for today. I wonder why. I wonder why I bought this shirt. See? Look at this shirt. And it even has cool stuff on back. Not sure if I'm lined up with the camera, but maybe you can see. Yeah. But, yeah. So, that's a thing. Oh, man. My players. Let's see what happens. I'm worried. They're scaring me, folks. I admit it, 100%. They are scaring me. Hell, I'm so scared I'm talking with a southern accent. What's going on? Wandering silence with the sub. Thank you. You the man. Bird versus Plane with the sub. Woohoo! Look at all you fine folks out there subbing. I had a big arm day today. Can't tell because I'm in this black shirt, but I was like pumped as heck. It was great. Yeah. The player killer shirt. Yep. Should like move this down just so, make sure that there's always that eye. That eye looking over. Tired and covered in glitter. Wow. That brings back memories. Warped Films, howdy, welcome. Thanks for joining in. Good to see you. Shuggy out there. So yeah, this party, man, they might not be in the best type of situation right now. Warped Films now following. Thanks for that follow, man. I do appreciate it. Yeah, we're gonna just have to see how this goes. I'm not gonna do any spoilers, but the new Critical Role NPC I adore mainly, and I'm kind of jealous because now everyone's be like, "Oh, you're just doing it because Matt did it." And it's true, but that's actually a voice that I can do from back when I was a kid. I can totally do that voice, so maybe coming soon to a campaign near you. Yeah, no, I can definitely can do that voice. Like I said, I don't want to do spoilers for anyone because I know a lot of people wait till Monday to watch. So yeah, Minotaur would be a great one. Yeah, no, I don't know. We'll just have to see. We'll have to see. My the party is, well, if they make it through today alive, are theoretically heading to a big city. So we'll have to just see how that all. Lots of people in the big city. Lots of different people from different places. Well, I'd be happy to help you with that. I love how he did a little bit of the cross-eyed. It's like I can't. It's weird to try to do it though. Hey, I had to make like a flow chart. Because, and I got to tell you, there's a couple of ways that flowchart leads to a TPK or just, okay, all of my next 10 episodes campaign notes, out the window. Yeah, there's definitely, this is when player agency and, meets the road. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of housekeeping and business to do when we first get started. Just cause. Oh man. Dude, you are just tempting me to do it again. Y'all gonna end up online early just so I can put Bird just so I can do Good Guy Pie in his hair. Good Guy Pie is drying his hair again as he prepares for the stream. Oh no! Kyle's got his new mic. Dragons or cats? Is that a sexy mic that I see on you? Unfortunately, no one can hear you right now, but I will be we'll be sure to, they can just imagine just how sexy Dragons or Cats is right now as he speaks into his new microphone. Oh, it's gonna be a fun session. Oh wait, just wait till you see. You're gonna have like the full. I forget what the code letters are for smooth voice. Someone. Oh. SMH something sexy mic voice SMV. I don't know. I'm so not hip or with it. All you kids out there, get off my lawn. Ooh, 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 ooh. Maybe that's ASMR. I don't know what it stands for, but sure. I don't know. I was gonna say I celebrate my age. I'm happy I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons and having a good time with all these whippersnapper kids throwing dragons at them. But I'm here to cut the grass, sir. Well, get out there and do it. Sir, I'm here to cut the grass. Where is my lawn service? Ha! They actually came yesterday, so we're not going to have lawnmowers in the middle of the session today. Woohoo! Ooh, I should totally catch Kyle right now. He's eating peanut butter toast. Let's see how sexy that mic is when he's got a mouthful of peanut butter toast. Just saying. We'll give them their full 2 minutes, I guess. I'm really nervous. Oh man, 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 oh man. I don't know. We're just gonna see. We are just gonna have to see. It's going to be fun. No, it's going to be fun. No matter what, it's going to be fun. Where we are at the end of the day, 3 hours from now, who's to say? So I'm just going to let them know that we're getting ready. We're going a little early. Okay, everybody's here. So I'm going to go ahead and get us going so we can get into this because, yeah. $25. Get that spell bank rolling. Woohoo! Cool. Thank you, Bird versus Plane. And we're going to switch over here. I'll be right back, folks. And we'll get the whole gang on here so we can get this party rolling.
Me on this live already.
And we are up and going.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, how's everyone doing this morning? Good to see everybody. We're going to get people in their right spots and let's go around. Let's see. There's Axel. We'll start with Axel so I can start on one of the ends. Templar Warden, tell us who you are, who you're playing, what's going on.
Hello, I am Templar Warden. I'm playing Hidden by Axel, the Tabaxi wizard. I can't cast spells because Vice. It's perfect. Also, I just quickly put in the chat a very, very awesome commission that I got together. The Vice is now officially an anime.
Yes, it
so
is
go
so
check those
cool.
out. That's done by the awesome Vin 7. So, yeah, that's that.
So awesome. Let me see. Next up, let's go to Dragons or Cats with Sexy New Mike.
Hello, everyone. I am Dragons Are Sleepy. I went through a couple of alarms this morning, but I'm here today to play Ishkrin, the Electron Warlock. Bring it, Scar Tears. Bring it.
He's already named the dragon that's going to kill him. It's so nice.
Yeah.
So, just got a donation from Toonarth. Getting the month started off right. Let me, I believe it was a nat 20 to all the players. And we need to remember to remind Jeanette.
I'll actually just add it to her sheet right now.
Okay. Next up, we have Bird versus Plane.
Hi, folks. I am Bird vs. Plane. I'll be playing Iskatol, the half-elf bard slash fate singer slash gunslinger. I'm gonna try to keep people alive. We'll see. By people, I mean Ishkrin mostly, but we'll see what happens. Everyone else, they can take care of themselves. But that Eladrin boy, I'm worried.
That Eladrin boy, man. Tell you what, that Eladrin boy. I mean, we just start calling him that. I kind of like that. Next up, speaking of that Eladrin boy and keeping him in line, NNG9.
Hello, I'm NNG9. I play Luna, a quiet water Nazi monk who's actually pretty tired, so she was going to be pretty quiet today. And she would never permanently kill Iskrin, probably.
Probably.
Never.
Next up, we have our good friend, Good Guy Pie.
Totally not doing some sneaky hair drying or anything as I just exited the shower. Because, you know, I'm professional and I'm always on time and totally don't take 40-minute showers. So yes, I am Good Guy Pie. I'm lovable, I'm amazing, I'm trying style. And I will be playing Luck, Goldheart, Adventure Extraordinaire, and Blood Hunter. And we left the dog back at the guild. We need to get the dog.
Who is now suddenly from the oldest person in our party to the second youngest person in our party.
Damn, I'm fabulous.
Crazy. And last but not least, Toonarth.
Hello, I am Toonarth. I am playing Kel the Wood Elf Druid, who is completely tapped out and wondering how we're all going to survive what's about to go down. But, as NNG9 says, we'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
But what are the odds?
Absolutely fine. Just double checking here. Yeah, so they're only $25 in the spell bank, so let's get that reset. Currently no spell. I've written down what you all had from last time. That will be showing up in a loot pile near you, or somehow. And okay, so we've got a little bit of business to go through before we get started, because not only is this going to be a crazy day, but also lots of new interesting things happening as we go forward in the arc. So, a couple things. One, for folks, we did had some of our players take a short rest. I'm not sure if everyone might have been thinking, hey, I'll just roll my hit die when I get a chance. Need to go ahead and roll them now, so let's have that taken care of. And actually, it was interesting, off of Critical Role, Matt had answered some questions because people were kind of giving him grief about letting their party 2 episodes ago, when they bumped into contact, I was like, oh, right, I meant to do, a short rest, and can I roll it now? And he let them, but I do kind of like his mechanic for that, which is, you're in charge of your mechanics. If you don't roll your mechanics during the short rest, it's very much like, because Lord knows I do it, hey, I'm going to go take a nap, so I'm all rested up for later tonight, and then, get on Twitter, and then suddenly don't take a nap, and then it's like too late. So you guys are going to need to be responsible for your mechanics and do your short rest mechanics during the time we're saying you're taking a short rest, so that we don't bump into this. Oh, well, I took a short rest back 20 minutes ago when we said, but I never rolled. Nope, then you didn't do it. This time we're fine, we're cool. I'm just, as we move into this next arc, not just today, but for like the next, arc, it is going to become more important because there's things out there to get you. You don't say. Just confirming, I was going to confirm where Grain was. Yep, I assumed he was back at the guild house. Wagon is back there too with Tian. Just a few things, and I did ask you guys to sort of think about what's in the wagon compared to what's on you, and what might be in your room compared to what's on you, knowing that y'all were going in for a stealth mission, not necessarily thinking you were going to have, the town come under siege. What's on you and what might be back in your rooms. So, I did go back and do the listen to the very end. So try to get an idea. I need you guys to help me out of who is where in relation to each other. Kel specifically said that he was assisting Landon and Luna. So I'm kind of, and Landon was leading the way out. So I'm kind of assuming that we've got Luna, Landon, and Kel sort of all together in a clump, up towards the front. We specifically said that Valtorian, you called Valtorian over to take the seed since you were tired. So Valtorian, I'm saying, is sort of next little group of people with you. Dustin, who basically sees that you're tired and said that he would protect the seed for you. I'm going to say that he and Valtorian are sort of in the middle. In my mind, because of Axel and Iskrin, having their long talk about deep magic stuff, and sort of that Iskrim was the first to sort of pick up on the Netherwing coming up. I'm sort of thinking you guys are kind of in that, when you're having a conversation, you kind of fall behind, so sort of more towards the back together. So that what that question remains me is where do Iska and Luck feel that they are in this whole thing?
And don't forget Celia.
Yep. I know that Celia had said she basically was standing beside Luna during the whole ritual to sort of make sure she was good. So I'm fine with putting Celia up there, sort of either right there with Luna and Kel, just because we don't know for since she's not here, or certainly with Valtorian and Dustin protecting the seed. We can even say that she's sort of in the middle. Iska, you kind of were in that same general area. I know you said you were keeping an eye on Luck, though, because of his transformation. Do you see yourself maybe being behind or in front of Dustin and Valtorian?
So it's Luna and friends.
Yep.
And then the back was Dustin and Valtorian?
The very back is Iskrin and Axel.
Okay, I'd say we're in front of Dustin and Valtorian, because I wanted to be close enough to see what was going on with Luna, but I also wanted to be hanging out, chatting with Luck. So
is that cool, Luck, that you'd be sort of in that area?
Yeah.
So we'll just sort of say that Celia, Iska, and Luck are sort of, a little bit back from Luna, Landon, and Kel. Valtorian and Dustin, again, Luck, whatever, seed back there. So, So what do we say? Iska, Celia, and Luck are right there. Okay.
Is anyone else nervous about the fact that the two NPCs are together in the middle, in charge of the one item that we need to save the world?
Can't do anything about it.
I mean, you guys. If I'm, Iska, Luck. I mean, it's your call of where your
I'm not
priorities
complaining. I'm just saying it's like, oh
yeah.
dear.
I mean, are you worried about Luna staggering out? I mean, for the most part, y'all came out of here thinking, "Hey, we did it."
We're fine.
That was a meta comment. No.
Yeah.
Also,
Okay,
I like
so-
to think that
Now, what I want to do is take a second just to ground everyone where you are, and then we're going to sort of do the recap back into the moment. So, actually, we'll do a little bit of recap leading up to the moment, so that to get everyone caught up, and then we're going to I'm going to give you a little bit more of a visual of exactly where you are in town, and then we're basically going to go and replay the roar and hop right into this. So, to catch up for folks, last time on the fun and excitement of Vice, our party, actually, it was a pretty long day. Started off the day initiating a Vice surge in order to prove these kids who had been deluded by the Temple of Purity that they had been lied to. Meanwhile, while that was happening, we had Iska, Luck, and Celia go off to spend basically the whole morning at the auctioning off all the bits and pieces that they had taken from different Vice creatures and made quite a bit of gold, 9,000-ish gold, or something like that. Crazy. Got into a bidding war with a couple of mages. It was fun. It was a great time to be had by all. Vice Surge was a great time to be had by all also, kind of. The good news is Luna didn't get disintegrated. because she showed them that she had her power to shield folks from Vice Surges as a natural Genasi ability. And then again, around noon, headed back to the guild hall, having shown off these powers. When the Vice Surge went off, bells rang out through the city, sort of a high alert system that went on, that goes on, apparently with East, to let people know when a Vice Surge is about to happen. You guys got back to the guild hall. The children of the Temple of Purity, as Genasi are wont to do, got drawn to the seed, and we discovered that Landon, in fact, was not a Genasi at all, but in fact had been planted by the Temple of Purity against his knowledge and will as a human to sort of be an example of how the Temple of Purity is curing Genasi, and making them clean and pure and human again. He apparently, was used horribly. He felt terrible, but his family, these other Genasi children, basically pulled him back in and said, hey, you've been a part of us always, you're a part of us now still. Some shopping occurred, some preparations occurred to get ready, and basically just after dusk, the party, tea was had with Stroth, the paladin, while shopping was occurring, and then night fell, and the party made their way down into this ruined area of the, I think it is a bit of notification off the stream. Anyway, the party, through some maneuvers and subterfuge, was able to get themselves past a barricade into the old ruined section of town where the tieflings were housed during the building of East and the Vice, as well as the ruined giant structure of Grand Eastern Station, which was made out of the same polished sylvan stone that the party had learned previously tended to trap the energy that created the Genasi, and was part of the energy that the seed needed to recover in order to make this ritual that happens about 5 to 6 months hence, actually work. They ventured inside with Valturian and the seed and Dustin, battled some gargoyles, spooky, scary place. So spooky, in fact, they then were attacked by a banshee and a ghost, and his 2 flaming skull minions that did a pretty good number on the party, including a aging and de-aging effect on Luck and Celia. Luck losing 50% of his age, Celia gaining 50% of hers. Several possessions occurred while this was going on. Celia got possessed for a while. Iskren got possessed for a while. And to Luna's dismay, Landon, who had snuck in into the Grand Eastern Station, basically whacked the ghost out of Iskren right before she was going to unload and just beat the tar out of our good buddy Eladrin Iskren.
Ruined my fun.
And all was good, all was well with the world. But then came down to time to do the ritual through an exhausting ritual. Luna was visited by St. Cuthbert, unbeknownst to the rest of the other party, whereas before she had learned about the Order of the Tide, now realizes that St. Cuthbert has plans to found a whole new church, a whole new domain of the elements, one of the pieces of which is the Tide, and a second piece is the Quake. And Landon had been chosen by St. Cuthbert to be sort of her first acolyte of the Quake, where she is sort of a cleric of the Tide. Big long ritual ensued. It turned out that, having been sort of blessed by St. Cuthbert, even though he is not a Genasi, was able to assist with bringing this energy back into the seed. It was exhausting ritual. Multiple nat 20s were burned. Luna still ended up with 2 levels of exhaustion, Landon with 1. That's even with some exhaustion protection from the regeneration pool. Took all night. Now morning has dawned, and everyone was feeling good, and have proceeded to walk outside to into the sunrise, getting ready to prepare themselves to leave east when they hear a giant roar as a netherwing dragon, the same netherwing dragon that they had fought and banished and pissed off royally, came out of literally the folds of the weave, from being totally undetectable to being fully visible, swung around east with this huge group of small netherwing dragonlings that apparently, there'd always been rumors they roosted everywhere, basically just appeared from invisibility off of many of the rooftops, about 3 dozen of them swarming like starlings around this giant netherwing. And as this netherwing went around, sort of making its first sort of circling pass up upon the walls, from where they were able to see, 6 familiar red-robed figures, known only to them as the Feeders from Moss Hollow, appeared up upon the battlements, up on this about 45-foot tall wall that surrounds the city. So, now, to get you guys a little bit grounded of exactly where you are. We're not going to be on this map the whole time because this is going to get crazy, but I did want to give you just an idea of where we're starting. You guys literally came out of the far end of Grand Eastern Station, about right here, sort of in the, right about here, in between this. The blue wall, here, that is the short tariff wall that I was talking about. These outer walls here are the 45-foot walls that surround the city. This is not to scale. From where you stand, you guys are about 200 feet away from the wall. The wall is about 40 feet up. The closest of the red-robed figures is probably about 250 away horizontally, 45 feet up. So it's, getting close to almost 300 feet away line of sight. Because of the size of the Grand Eastern Station, you saw 6 of them appear, but your view is substantially blocked by Grand Eastern. You basically saw them appear, here, up over here, 4th one here, up all by the front gate, another one up by the front gate, and then one over here. And that's the 6 that you saw, the rest of your vision being blocked of sort of the northwest quarter, because you have this huge, almost 50-foot tall building, sort of cathedral type structure behind you. Let's go ahead and get ourselves, just to remind everyone where we were. So, the dragons have swung around the city. I need everybody to roll me some initiative.
Oh boy.
Oh, are you gonna enter it manually or give us tokens to click on?
Ooh, I should give you tokens to click on. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna put you over. I'm gonna put you over on the Grand Eastern Station map, so y'all can click on your tokens.
Okay.
Just to make it easier, so I don't have to do all that typing. I forgot that. Yep. Shift click. That get all y'all there?
Yeah.
Boom.
No, not a good start.
Can I get back to sleep? Is this all just a dream?
Or maybe a vision?
I you know what? I'll take either.
Oh, shoot. Okay, well, it should show up correctly in there. It's fine.
Oh dear.
Everyone's getting there okay?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at Iska with a nat 20 initiative roll. Fancy
Nice.
that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's all you guys. And at this point,
Oh, well,
Oh,
now
music
we can't
stopped.
see our turn
No.
order. Oh, well.
See, it's
what
all
is it?
fine. It's all fine.
We're
The
fine.
music's
did the
playing,
turn
it's
order
all
not
fine.
disappear when I moved you all over?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think we all just got
Post-
wiped.
yeah. It just
You
Yeah,
might still
TPK
be able
guys.
to see it, but we can't.
Y'all can't? Okay, then never mind. So then I'll leave you
I'm-
there. Yeah, because it still
okay.
shows up for me. Anyway,
Okay.
Dragon's got 23, insta-killed all of us. That's how it works.
yeah. Give me a P. Give me
I
an
love
R.
player
give me
agency.
Pro streamer.
yeah, pro
Hey.
streamer. So I'm turning off the map on the stream so that so let me get y'all in order, and here we go.
Oh, bring the ruckus. Bring the ruckus.
Bring the fear. Bring the pain.
Dude, guys, I'm so freaking nervous.
Come on.
Okay. So, guys, first thing, this huge welling of adrenaline just hits all of you as you see what's unfolding in front of you. This dragon swinging around the outside. You guys spring to attention and to attack, and as often is the case, when suddenly you call on your body for these types of situations, but you guys have basically pulled an all-nighter. You all have not long rested in almost 24 hours. So I need, for the folks who have an exhaustion protection, who have not used it, you guys do not gain a point of exhaustion. If you've either already used it or didn't have it, you do gain a point of exhaustion on top of anything you might have. Kel, as the sunlight and that you sort of draw deep on this after a long night scouting all around after using your wild shapes, which does seem a little more strenuous than you remember. That familiar pulsing on the ring, which has been with you since inside the vice, just thumping away, and it stops for a moment. And then it starts to thump again. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
You know what? In this circumstance, I think I'm going to use an @20 on that Constitution saving throw because I already have 1 point of exhaustion.
This is how we're going to determine your exhaustion. So this isn't your point of it. You already had one before the one I just told everyone to take?
No, I did not. I didn't.
Okay, so yeah, this is how we're determining your exhaustion first thing in the morning. So you don't this is how we're determining it. So I need you, but still make your decision however you want to make your
I'm
decision.
using an @20.
Okay, good thing. I need you to roll me 1d4 plus 1. Look at you. So you do only take 1 point of exhaustion. But you almost stagger as this wave of exhaustion, but you're able to sort of rally yourself. Oh my gosh, Belgian Blues donates $105. Reinforcements have arrived. Ooh. National 20s for everyone and 75 for the spell bank. Woo! Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
Wow.
Thank you, you marvelous person.
Yep, and
You saved the day.
to tell you a little bit about our charity this month, it is Mr. Holland's Opus, which provides musical instruments to less underprivileged music programs around the country to bring music to children and to schools that normally would not have them. So thank you so much for your phenomenally generous donation there. Woo, okay. So, so Kel, between the adrenaline and everything else, you are able to rally from this. And with that, now I need everyone to make me a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage. Saving throw because y'all don't have a hero's feast in you and there's a nether wing around. And at disadvantage because you all experience the death rune, and you're surrounded by these red-robed figures that the last time you saw had any experience with them, they literally threw people into the sky to be torn apart by netherwings, which are now circling overhead.
So this is a saving throw, though, not an ability check.
This is a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, so I don't have disadvantage from the exhaustion.
You do not. I believe Luna does, though.
I have 2 nat 20s. I'm using them both. Nope. Fuck that.
I'm
Okay.
also using 2 nat 20s.
I'm just going to use an
that.
advantage.
I have 3 levels of exhaustion. I can't afford something else.
Yeah.
Oh. So this is wisdom save at disadvantage?
At disadvantage.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to do the same thing. 2 nat 20s.
Okay.
I'll just go ahead and roll for Celia because I don't know what she would do.
Yeah,
So
go
I'll
ahead
just
and roll
roll
for
them.
Celia.
If ever there was a time to use them, it's now.
Oh, look at that. Valturian with the disadvantage.
Welcome
think-
to the
okay.
club, buddy.
I will use 1 to replace whatever's lowest, so then that whatever the other one would be.
Okay, so it's a natural
yeah.
roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nope.
So it's still
Oh,
a 6.
boy. That's still 6.
So, let's see what we got here.
Just to confirm, the dragon is the source of the fear, not the feeders.
Correct. The feeders are just causing it to be more potent because of the extra. Just because you know what happened last time.
Yeah.
Because they're all little
Yeah.
bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it.
So, let me take a look here. Axel, you have this huge wave of fear roll over top of you, but you are able to just shrug it off barely. Luck, you are young and vibrant. This ain't... Fuck this dragon. Ooh, wow, darn, I gotta donate. Sorry, swear jar. Valturian, basically, seeing a dragon and these things, just sort of freezes in his tracks. So does Dustin. So does Celia. So does Iskrin. Are all basically frozen in their tracks as this netherwing reels around overhead. Stand by. I just need to see exactly where folks are going to land. Okay. Good to know. And one more. Okay. Iska, what are you doing? You are in this wide open space. Around you, you've got basically the huge building behind you, over 50 feet tall. In front of you, you have about a 30-foot wall. The tariff wall is off to your left at about 30 feet.
What about Landon?
I didn't roll for Landon, didn't I? Sorry, 1 second.
Mm-hmm. Takes time.
Pro streamer, lots and lots of stuff going on. Ooh, look at Landon with a 16. Okay, just... Oh, that was initiative, and then wisdom. Come on, Landon.
Is Landon not at disadvantage?
That's initiative and then wisdom, so he's at disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah. Because he has 1 point of exhaustion.
Oh, check donations, Jay, when you get a chance.
Oh, okay. Golly, thank you, everyone, for all the donations. 2 nat 20s for all players. Screw your saving throws, Jay. From our good friend, NNG9. So, 2 more nat 20s all around. As this starts to unfold in front of you. Iska, with your nat 20, these dragons are swirling overhead. This dragon is still sort of in motion. Right now, he's sort of passing by the eastern gate, sort of going counterclockwise around the city. The whole sort of flock of smaller dragons are sort of swirling around him as the feeders have just appeared and are looking sort of up at the dragon and down into the city.
How close is the nearest Red Robe?
Almost 300 feet away, line of sight.
Okay. So with 5e, if something goes outside of a weapon's range, that's when disadvantages and stuff started coming onto it. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Sorry, just one sec while I check things. I'll try to make this as quick as possible. So my pepper box has a range, sorry to learn this on stream, has a range of 150/600.
Yep.
How does that
You are
translate
at disadvantage. It could hit them, but you're at disadvantage. And you're not, and of course you're not proficient, so.
Beyond 150, it's disadvantage. Beyond 600, you just can't hit.
Yeah, just
Gotcha.
behind 600, there's nothing. Yeah.
Cool. Well, I will say the worst Iska ever felt before she died for the first time was the vision of the feeders. She absolutely hates these dudes
Okay.
and wants to take them out very quickly. So she will draw the pepper box
Okay.
and she will turn to the party and just say, the cart, the kids, we need to leave this city now. Take aim at the nearest one. Alicia, thank you. I will burn 2 nat 20s just to make sure I hit one of these bastards.
Yeah, if you want to hit, yeah, that's the absolute sure way.
Absolutely. I
You're
hate
welcome.
these people so much.
Okay, yeah, no. Burn them and do me the damage.
So that is...
Describe to me how Iska takes this shot and is so bloody accurate.
Iska just... She says those things while she's just staring directly at the red robe she can see, and she is just burning a hole, like staring in that direction. And everything she's fired a gun at before has been random monster, random encounter. This is actually someone that, like, she wants dead and has wanted dead for quite some time. So even though she's had some issues with the gun, not today.
Not today. Okay. So that would be, looks like 6, 7, 8 points of piercing damage, yes? You shoot and you dead eye right onto it, and you see its shoulder sort of go back. It sort of turns around, and where its attention before was not necessarily directly on you, it now turns towards the party. Valturian is frozen. He's going to try to make a wisdom saving throw to break 3 at the end of his turn. On a 22, he does break 3 in the end of his. You see him. He is unable to move right now, but as he sort of looks around, and, maybe it's the gunshot going off right near him because you all are right there in front of him, just sort of snaps him out of it. We move on to Kel.
Oh my god. My instinct is to try and get everybody out of the open. How close is the nearest wall?
Nearest wall is about 60 feet away.
Okay. I can't really pull anyone along with me, can I?
At half speed, I mean, you could try to grab someone and just pull them. You do notice that it seems like Iskrin and Cilia, and Landon are looking very much frozen. And I'm sorry, Valturian, yeah, and Dustin as well, all seem kind of frozen in place.
Okay, since I'm right here with Landon, and I know it's...
Yeah, Luna seems to be responsive.
If it's a
Landon
choice
does
between
not.
Luna and Landon, Luna would kick my ass if I tried to help her and not help Landon. So
Yeah.
I'm going to try, because he seems frozen in fear, to drag him as quickly as I can, the straight line towards the nearest wall, and kind of get down and cover against the wall.
Okay, so almost straight to the east then.
Yeah, to try and protect him.
Okay. Actually, does it? No, because y'all lose it. Never mind. I was gonna say I was gonna put the map.
Because I can't. There's nothing I can do except spell cast. I have nothing ranged. I've got my stick.
Okay.
Not gonna do me any good.
Axel, you just sort of shook off this fear that overcame you, but you know dragons. You've studied dragons all your life. You studied the grounding. What are you doing?
He looks angry, of course, just as much as skilled as the feeders and the dragon. Sort of snaps around to the group. We need to warn the town. We need to stop feeders, or we get the people out. Or just something. We can't just let this happen. And he's gonna look pretty useless considering the fact that he's got nothing, which means that he's going to reach into his bag of holding, and he's going to pull out a bundle of Visitunian scrolls and a blood opal.
Okay.
Can use these.
Cool.
He does have Storm Sphere.
I'm sorry?
And Wind Wall. Storm Sphere, I'm just saying, meta. Storm Sphere and Wind Wall could be useful in specific circumstances, but can't. Yeah, that's he's got all the scrolls, sort of tucks them in his bandolier, which is actually pretty much empty.
Gotcha. Okay. Dustin and Iskrin are both there, frozen. However, your attention is drawn back up to the wall, to one of the red robe figures, the one that actually seems to be closest to the Netherwing dragon as it circles around. And it slams down this staff up onto the top of the wall. And you see this, as Iskrim had said before, this young Netherwing dragon sort of wheel around on it and unleashes another just huge roar at it. This time it's like in this frustration. It is furious as it just starts belting out at this dragon, and the red robe just sits there and stares it down. It does another giant roar at it, just screaming in frustration at this red robe figure. And then it turns somewhat to the south and starts to fly around the outskirts of the city. And you see all these sort of swarms of little Leatherwings sort of come down and start to settle down onto the rooftops. They don't disappear. They're all still staring down. The dragon seems to be heading back towards the Vice. But at the last second, almost down in the courtyard, exactly where you all are standing, it turns its head and looks down. I need everyone to roll me a D100.
Sure, thanks. Now, Jay, one thing I want to check real quick, and this is my fault. This isn't Tree's fault. Since she wasn't here to roll her hit dice, and I forgot to do that for her, can I do that? Is that okay?
Oh, yeah. Because
that was me
absolutely.
forgetting.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely.
I don't like these numbers.
And then I'll roll.
Higher is better, right?
Sure. Whatever.
Whatever makes me feel better.
Mm-hmm.
I got the highest.
So
Yay.
there's Celia's, and here's
Simple,
mine.
you either did the best or you did the worst, and I don't know yet.
It could be.
Could be somewhere in the middle.
Ooh, wow,
Exactly,
look at that.
60s
So
were
those
good, right?
those three are Landon, Valturian, and Dustin. And then I need to do a thing. Ooh, okay. Okay, what order did I say the three names in?
Landon, Dustin, Valturian.
Thank you.
But Valturian was 3. In the Landon, Valturian, Dustin.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Valturian got the 3.
Okay,
My bad.
no worries. Regardless, I need you guys look and you see this huge wave of energy flow out of his breath, laced with lightning. For Luna, Iskrin, Cilia, you recognize this as "12 vice surges go out and spread across the entire city. I need all of you to roll a D123.
Wait, I still have one
Knew it.
use of my surge protection left. If one lands near me.
Here's the thing. I need you all to roll. And I will let you know whether it protects someone or not. Because
Okay.
that's the thing, is it's hitting literally the whole
Oh
city.
yeah, no, I
Yeah.
can't cover everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. 123. Luck.
I nearly did the same thing. Hey, hi, it's good. Hi.
We are.
Rolling.
This is bad.
I mean, I rolled a 19 and a 21.
We're
I'm rolling
all
high
doing-
today.
I don't know.
Do me a favor and call out your numbers for me for your vice surges, please.
Mine is a 61.
Okay. Luna's is a 117. Celia's is an 11.
Okay.
85.
91.
Iska with
67. Oh,
Iska
sorry.
with 15. You're good. You're good.
Nobody got a number beginning with a 7. Damn it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm sorry, I've got
Sixes are
61,
good.
61, 117, 11, 85, 95, 97,
Iska 15.
Iska 15. And I need to roll 3. That's a 121, a 48,
Great knowing you, everyone.
and an 18.
We'll be fine. Just altered.
Fine.
New characters coming next week.
Fine.
I'm
Don't
excited
worry.
to see what everyone's new characters are.
Well, we're rolling for them, but that doesn't mean they're going to affect us.
Yeah, it's
Sure.
the whole town.
Yeah, no, we're rolling for a new character.
Yeah, how many characters start with?
I'm going to let you do a dexterity saving throw. You are at disadvantage because of your exhaustion to see if you are able to get to shield one of your companions in time.
I again have 2 nat 20s. Screw your rolls, Jay. I make it.
Okay.
Screw your rolls.
Burn them up. Burn them up now.
Very nice.
So yeah, you do jump just in time. My question to you actually is, I don't know if you've opened your item yet, your medallion of St. Cuthbert.
Actually, I haven't. I don't know how it changed. Yeah, okay. Let's see.
And do you want to absorb it or do you want to shield it? As you now have a shard of the Quake as part of yours. You don't know what it is, But
I don't know it. If I absorb it, that does mean it does not activate right now, though.
correct. It means it's held.
I will absorb it.
Okay. Just write down, if you will, a 48
A 48. Okay. I will...
is what you have absorbed. But I need to do a quick little check-in of as these lightning bolts strike all around you throughout the city. No one else seems to get hit by one other than the one that Luna protected Landon from.
How dare you!
Or whoever the 3 was. Close. It was
That
close.
was
It was either
very
Landon
good.
or
Oh yeah, no,
That's
she
about-
definitely would have
Yeah.
still for that one.
So I'm gonna say it's Landon. So you were able to protect him. But I've got a little bit of work to do to see fun stuff that's going on around the city.
Alarms go off. The place is now chaos.
Yes, basically everyone who's outside saw this happen. The bells and alarms go off all across the city. And
So, I need to change my pants.
I thought you weren't old anymore.
Welcome to the big leagues, buddy.
I really hope Luck
This
is
is
right
what
there
it
that says your age is doubled. It's like, oh, easy come, easy go.
Just hear those vice bells jingling,
Ring-a.
ring, ting, tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a vice surge together with you.
Your age doubles or your age is halved again.
Excuse me while I go cry.
Team
Look,
look anywhere.
well, we're fine.
We're
have
fine.
no-
so
we
as
are
this has
actually
happened,
fine.
We're the heroes, we're fine.
We're dead. Wait, no, yeah, we're the heroes. We're fine. Hold on.
Bunch of
you do
whiners.
see the red-robed figure that had confronted this netherwing dragon. After it breathes out, you see a green light go arching across from this wizard. He is not pleased that this has just occurred, and you see the dragon as it's flying off. This green beam of energy goes slashing down the side of its shank, and you see a huge chunk of its body just disintegrate and cascade onto the ground as it now just is kind of booking it. It screams out in pain as it books it now back towards the vice.
Was that just friendly fire?
And
That's even more scary things.
the 6 red-robed figures disappear.
What's happening?
We need to leave now.
So just stand there, run!
As the dragon disappears, you do have a couple of your party members who seemed very disoriented, cannot quite seem to get themselves put together as the fear is now sort of starting to drain from them. However, Kel, you do see out of the corner of your eye something strange occur, a motion. You see the guard that you had led on the wild fox chase last night seems to be inside the barricade, and you see as one of the lightning bolts is arcing through him. Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Poor guy.
Pleasant. I mean,
He gains 8
For us, possibly.
No, or fireball. He turns into a giant fireball and kills us all.
it's a vice, sir.
This isn't Esla. That's not going to happen.
Oh yeah, I wish it was a fireball. I would survive one of
Gotta
those.
love some of these.
I did
vice
that for you,
surges.
Danny.
I figure.
Oh, you've made him so happy before he dies.
This tension for the vice searchers has me just wrecked.
Yeah, you see basically as his body begins to sort of convulse, you see one of his arms transform into a giant pincer. You see another tentacle sort of grow out of his neck, and as this is happening, he's seen you guys and basically is yelling out, "Who goes there?" as though he was running towards you to attack. And now as this force, this transformation sort of overtakes him, he begins to charge towards the party.
We'll be fine.
He is about 70 feet away as you see him run from one of these sort of torn down buildings. He is not quite able to make it to you guys, but he is definitely charging towards the party now. As you, Luna, protect Landon, he looks up to you, shaking off the fear, and goes, "I know a way through the wall," and points towards where now you, Kel, and him are sort of all heading towards the wall. He points, and you can see that there is a way through the wall, but this guard is now charging up sort of towards the middle of the line, sort of towards Valturian, Dustin, Iskrin, and Axel. Dustin just shook off his fear. Iskrin just shook off his fear. Celia just shook off her fear. Luck, you are up as this transformed guard is charging towards you and the party, as the party is sort of behind you, sort of trying to shake off the fear of the dragon having now seemingly flown away. You can't tell, but you don't from where you are now, you can't currently see whether any of the dragonlings are still visible up on the rooftops, but they have definitely descended onto the city.
Look, sort of just going for assessing the immediate danger, throws out a small vial sort of the green reddish liquid, it down as sort of his muscles bulge up a bit more as I will activate my potent. So now I need to change my strength score and dex score. Okay, there we go.
Young luck goals.
Yes.
Young luck goals hot.
And you said he's about 70 feet away right now?
No, he's run 60 feet towards you. He's only about 10 feet away. He wasn't quite... He used both of it. He dashed towards you guys, but wasn't able to quite get within range.
All right.
He
then
seems
I'm
to be
going
in quite a bit of a frenzy.
I'm going to run up to him and try and knock him prone.
Okay.
With my first attack. It's athletics.
On a 15, he is not able to resist your shove, and you knock him down onto the ground.
This being a guard, and him may not being in the right mind, I pull out. I'm just going to pull out the wooden sword that I always carry on my hilt and just begin trying to sort of subdue him down, not trying to sort of pierce his body, and just try and bring him back to his senses.
Okay.
It's pretty much. I don't have a wooden sword.
Yeah, just do a 1d6.
It's pretty much a club, isn't it?
It's club.
Yeah.
Whew, look at that. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage on your club at your new strength. Yeah, you do 8 bludgeoning damage to this transformed guard.
Yeah. Yep, that will be sort of... as I'm sort of like trying to hold him off, the look turns back. You head off. I'll deal with this guy.
As you do hit him, you notice that basically it's kind of gruesome. His face basically kind of comes off and now looks insectoid underneath, as though there is not a human there anymore.
Yep, I've definitely got him.
Next up, Luna.
Yep. Just you're seeing that everybody is finally kind of shaking their fear off.
Yep.
She's gonna call over to Luck. We don't have time for this. We all have to go, and she's going to, pull the water from her water skin, shape water, and forcibly move Luck away. Like send a wave that way, send it and pull him this way and start running. Like we don't have time.
Okay. I'm gonna say that he does get a. If you want, are you gonna resist Luck, or are you going to let the wave take you?
He's knocked prone and he's been hit around the face, and yeah, Luck's gonna let this happen as he's sort of he's insane. He's right now in the same thought of mind. He's not afraid of anything, and he can move his body. He sees this guy might be a lost cause, so yeah.
Okay, so you let it wash you. I'm gonna say 10 feet.
Sure.
You're using. How far can you move water per turn? There's like a whole mechanic for that, isn't it? I think as you gain in levels, it goes higher, right?
It does. Yeah, we'll go higher again. That one. I'm trying to think.
I think it's 5 feet.
Thanks, Omiya Tenshi. I didn't say that right. Omiya Tenshi. Thank you for the $5. Appreciate it. If you'd like to go shopping down below, let us know how you'd like to spend your money, or I can just put it in the spell bank. We'll say 10 feet.
Sure. Yeah, we'll go with 10 feet.
Yeah, it washes you 10 feet back. Again, away from this prone figure. You see that he is kind of struggling on the ground a little bit. Iska, what are you up to?
I mean, she is scanning the walls because she is looking for those red robes still. But if they're not there, hearing Luna say that, yeah, we gotta get out of here. So she is with the rest of the party, seeing that they're kind of shaking off their fear. She's ready to move. Like, I don't have any necessarily actions prepared. She's just ready to run with the party.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, at this point,
if that beast gets anywhere close to us, she'll shoot it.
And to be clear, Luna did when she did that. She was also booking it too, just like jogging backwards.
So yeah, no. At this point, we've got Landon. Landon and Luna are running,
and Kel
are running towards the wall, almost directly to your east, where you can see there seems to be a pile of sort of debris there, and Landon has pointed that is basically, you all had to climb a barricade. He got in here some other way. So you're if you want to double dash, you certainly can catch up with Kel, Luna, and Landon.
Yep, it's just a let's go.
Valtorian, absolutely. He's all about protecting the seeds, so he is heading towards Luna. He is very little bit shaken and panicked, having just seen the Netherwing, having just seen the red robe figures, and the seed is out in the open. So he goes booking it as well. Kel, you said you are running. Anything else that you're wanting to do?
Muted.
Sorry. Get the wagon.
I mean, you're nowhere near that right now.
I know. The wagon is, back by the...
Yeah, back at the guild hall.
Right, but I figure that's where we're heading.
Yes, I'm more what's happening in your next 6 seconds.
Well, I am continuing to head towards the thing to get out, to go where Landon pointed, and then my long-range goal is, once we're over the wall, to go to the guild hall and get the wagon.
Okay, cool.
Unless something else happens in the meantime.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing else. Axel, what's up?
Hush.
Valdrence donated $2. Advantage, good guy pie.
Sounds like rugby. So Axel will probably hit the same way. It's just like a gap in the wall, basically.
You can't see it yet. You see there's a pile of debris against this short tariff wall directly to your east.
All right. How far is it to the wall, roughly, for Weirius?
From where you guys are, you were sort of towards the back as you were coming out. For you, it's about 120 feet.
All right, so he's just going to get much all the way to.
Are you tabaxi dashing as well?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet, but he's going to keep up with the rest of the group.
Yep. Dustin.
Keep an eye out around him.
Basically, is sort of he's not at full speed, knowing that he's got a long range weapon, is sort of backing, holding his action as soon as if the guard does pop up. Iskram, what are you up to? You are muted with your new sexy mic.
Hell yeah, I am.
Iskram's just followed his head's just turned with the dragon the entire time after the wizards cast a spell on it, just completely dumbfounded. They attacked one another! The hell! He then kind of just shakes his head and sees everyone rushing over and sees Dustin, and an idea snaps into his mind. He runs over to Dustin and puts a hand on his shoulders and gets his attention and says, the shards. Can we access a shard in this chaos? I have a plan. It might not work, but if they come back, if those speeders come back, if those wizards come back, I have a plan. It might work. Anything's better than letting all these people die.
Dustin sort of looks at you, since y'all are on the same initiative. I'll let you have a little bit of a conversation. He looks back and he goes, they're at the guild hall. We have to check them in and check them out as we go through. No one owns their own. They're too expensive. And keeps running. Again, is looking sort of back, keeping an eye on this guard who seems to be on the ground, becoming more and more foreign looking as time goes by. Speaking of, it is the guard's turn. As he...
I was going to say, then fine, we'll take one out. In this confusion, it won't matter if everyone dies or not. Trust me, please. And he's going to get a dagger out of his, out of his mantle and throw it at the guard and keep moving.
It is at disadvantage, but go ahead and roll an attack.
Yeah.
A 15. Just misses. It hits off of his sort of his carapace that seems to be on his claw and bounces away. However, as he does pop up, Dustin does unleash his held attacks with his longbow. 19 will hit, and a 15 will not, but he gets one hit, so that's good. For 11 piercing damage. And you see this arrow just go slamming into... he is at disadvantage. 19, so it still worked. It goes slamming into this guard for 11 points of damage. Arrows now sort of hanging out of this guard's midsection as it stands up. It is going to move forward, though. Luck is only 10 feet away, so it is going to move forward and try to make some attacks against Luck. First, with its pincer. 17.
Hits.
It does 14 bludgeoning damage as he sort of smacks you to the side with it. It is regular bludgeoning.
Yep.
And then this weird tentacle that almost seems like the veins have burst out of its neck comes out, sort of slashing at you like a whip. I need you to make me a dexterity check to see if you're able to avoid this. I'm sorry, dexterity saving throw. On a 13, you just duck underneath as this comes slashing across you, and this vile sort of green and red mixed blood sort of splatters onto the ground around you and sort of looks like it looks awful, flat out. that is its turn. Cilia is up next. What's she up to?
I think she's just gonna move with the rest of the group. Keep moving, keep heading towards that exit that Landon's leading us to. I don't think she's gonna try and get in the. Oh wait, no, she does have a ranged weapon though.
Yep,
I think she's gonna move and then also try and do covering fire.
Okay. I mean, she can go ahead and take a shot, or is she going to move her? She can move 60 feet, or she can move 60 feet and still take a shot because she's a rogue.
Yeah, so I think that's what she do.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead and make your attack against this. Single attack.
Yep. And she has a short bow.
Boom! Ooh, look at that, nat 20.
16.
Give me a
5 feet and near the end.
second. I got to remember all of her magical stuff. I don't know if it works with her bow.
I know her sneak attack works though, because I am within 5 feet of it.
Since you're engaged, I was.
No, absolutely
okay.
does. But I think that. Give me a second. She's got scary stuff that happens when she rolls nat 20s.
Oh right, yeah. I wasn't sure about with it being the bow though.
That's the thing is I can't remember how I wrote it up.
Yeah, I think you read out because you said nat 20, but a natural.
Yeah, both of it is for melee. I did it as melee, so it's on melee. But still, it does 16 points of damage as it goes slamming into this.
Loose the sneak.
There you go.
Which,
19 more.
Into this guard and takes it totally unaware, and for another 19. Rogues, man. As that shot goes in, it sort of goes through its claw, its pincer, and you're like, oh, that's a pretty good hit. And you realize it travels all the way through and goes right into its chest. And you see it start to cough up blood. It is not doing very well. Luck, you are right there in its face. Cilia literally thread her shot underneath of your arm to get it to you.
So Luke sort of sees this opportunity. Sorry, Luna, but this guy's going to keep chasing us. As he sort of wipes the blood on the side of his face onto this wooden sword as it pushes up in fire. Sort of this red crimson fire, and brings back it to try and hit this guy.
Oh, so you're still going to use the wooden sword?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I would have to drop it. I need someone to drop it.
Right.
Damn.
Unfortunately, you're not able to hit it. You do have a second attack.
I do have a second attack. I'm going to spend an point on this.
Okay, go for it. Go ahead and roll for the wooden sword.
Yeah. Just do a quick.
Roll that damage. Or, however you want to do it. You do another 13 points of bludgeoning damage to this, plus, give me your Crimson Right.
There you go.
Ooh, look at that. Plus another 11 points of damage. As you hit it, sort of against the side of the head, it sort of reels back, and then unexplainably off of this wooden sword, this flame sort of goes down into its around sort of what's left of its armor, and it almost looks like a furnace glowing inside of it as this fire starts burning deep down inside of it. It is staggering, still trying to move forward. Luna, you are up.
I'm nowhere near, so I can't help hit it, because darts are only 20 and 40, right, for their range?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm well out of that. I can't really do anything to help. So I'm just going to she's just going to call out, hurry up, and you keep booking it for the exit.
Okie dokie. And as that happens, you see the guard begins to shake and convulse. Where are you, my friend? Number 11. He starts to convulse as his body starts to suddenly be racked by this crazy purple light. And this furnace that seemed to be burning down inside of him grows brighter, becomes infused with arcane energy. And he, let's check, yep, he explodes right there in front of Luck. Luck, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
I'm going to spend one of these lovely advantages this lovely chat has to offer.
Thank you, chat.
Thank you, chat. Thank you, chat, very much. 19.
Oh, you got the... Okay, for the 19 you save, but all of these chunks of carapace come just flying off at you. And you take 21... That's already... Because you dodged out of the way, 21 points of bludgeoning damage. It is normal bludgeoning, though. As this thing explodes in your face with... As a vice surge seems to be, that had been stored inside of it, explodes outward from it. But the guard is now dead. As that happens, you hear bells go off again within the city as this new surge, this new casting has occurred.
Damn it, let's keep moving!
A 20. Ooh, nice. Yeah. Guys, there's no enemies around you. Right in front of you, there does seem to... Landon is pointing towards a pile. Y'all can run a perception check as probably Luna, unless she's holding herself back, and or...
Nope,
who are
she's
my,
not.
Who are my fast people who've got more... Luna is going to be at you're at 40,
Luna,
right?
and I think Celia's actually going to be pretty far. She can move 60 and still take the shot.
Okay, yeah, so roll me a perception check for Celia, or actually an
Sure.
investigation for Celia. Luna, you can roll one as well.
Okay. So that's Celia's, and still investigation for Luna as well?
Celia gets there first. This bunch of crates and stuff is basically it's all been attached together, and it is basically a false front. She's able to pull aside and see that there is a hole through the wall, and she sort of waves to everyone and dives through. Yeah.
Yep.
Dives through. Okay. The rest of you guys following?
Yep. Is Landon lagging behind a little bit? Because I would.
I'm with Landon.
At this point, okay. I would wait for Valturian. I would wait for him since he still has the speed.
Valturian, yeah, is at normal speed. So, but he is making haste for her. I mean, yeah. Is there anyone sort of guarding the retreat, holding the door, so to speak, as others pass through, and also is someone going in to protect the front of the line as well. Celia's through on the other side. The wall's about 5 to 7 feet thick. You can see Celia on the other side as morning. It's morning time. And she, as you look through, Luna, and she's waving. Are y'all sending people through? Is someone holding?
Yeah, I will hold it until...
I'll hang back.
I am going to stick with Landon, get to the opening, and then go through before him and make sure that he comes through after me.
Okay, so Luck, you're all the way back down by the guard. Axel, what are you up to? Because you've got your Tabaxi dash. Are you going to try to catch up to get through the hole, or are you...
I think he's with most of the group, so he's just going to
okay.
Go through somewhere in the middle, keep an eye out on everything that's going on of Iskin and...
Kel, with the alert feat going through, you go through the wall first and then sort of escort Landon, and you are in a very sort of tight alleyway. You can hear the sounds of sheer panic from all around you. You do recognize this area somewhat from your... I'm going to move you guys over to the map just so that you've got a little bit better idea, and since we're not right in the middle of initiative right now. basically you've passed through the wall and are in this area right here. Kel, from your fox chase the other night, you recognize, where you are as being close to the area as you went running through all these small buildings, stables, blacksmiths, everything else. The construction of it, you are not fully in there. You literally are sort of between these two walls right here. There is a wooden wall in front of you. There is a door in it, and Landon immediately goes darting towards the door and opens it up.
Okay, I go with him to the door and go in.
Okay, he opens the door. You go inside. What's everyone else doing? Following through?
I follow through. Yep, go.
Like I said, Luna was going to stick there until Valturian got to the door, and then she's going to make sure his cloak is up as Rex in this area, so we don't have, because this panic is already going around. The last thing we need is that people being like, a tiefling! That's the last thing we need.
Gotcha. Yep, you put his cloak up. We'll say you're right about the middle of the pack. You put your arm around Valturian, sort of get him hunched over so he's looking down, holding the seed and hiding it through the wall up into the door. Iska, I'd say right around there. Luck is going to be all but last. Are you waiting for Iska? You were saying you're waiting. Are you waiting for till Luck gets all the way to you?
I'm waiting till Luck gets all the way to me. He passes through, and then I just look at everyone, and there's one thing that's been on my mind the entire time since we got the breath attack. Why hasn't the surge just gone off? Something's not right. What?
The bells went off when he used Death Breath, correct?
Yep,
Yeah.
the bells, when he exploded, the bells went off. You know that not all surges are immediately acting. You're also hearing the sounds of panic from around the city as those lightning bolts went down into most every section of the city. You don't know necessarily what's happening everywhere else.
I'm sure.
It just went off. Let's just keep moving.
I'm sure we're not the only
We're all... But
grab him by his collar and just like pull him through.
Oh yeah. And I just, after you pull me, I'm just going to run with it and just going to say to Luck, we're all effective advice surges here. This is going to go very poorly.
Yeah,
everything's going poorly already.
You guys,
we're going to blow up.
Yes, we are. Let's keep running.
You guys dive through this door. Luna, do me a perception check.
Sure thing. Perception.
You recognize this place. You are in the chapel of the Temple of Purity. It has basically been cleared out. No longer any personal belongings remain, but you are within a place that you're familiar with, and apparently Landon has brought you back to the chapel of the Temple of Purity. From around you, you still are, like I say, you're hearing the sounds of panic, you're hearing screams, you're hearing the sounds of swords clashing all around you, but for the moment, you guys are not in immediate danger, seemingly.
All right.
Landon will look at you, Luna, and say, everyone else went to go meet with Stroth. You know Stroth's wagon's out in the middle of the open courtyard.
I have to get them. I have to go get them. Yeah, so Luna was going to say we need to take stock for a moment, then realizing they were with them. She is gone. Again.
Luna, you go do your thing. Me, sort of look who's in the best condition right now. Who seems...
Yeah, look around, guys, and you can let people know where you sit.
I'm really good.
I'm
aside from spellcasting, I'm good.
Yep.
Luna's healthy but very exhausted.
Yep.
Axel, Cal, go with Luna.
Dustin's going to stick with Luna as well. Dustin is no way letting anything happen to Luna. He made a promise to her.
Yeah. Axel, Cal, come with Luna. Iska, with me. We're getting our stuff. I'm great.
Yeah, Valtorian is, knowing that there's a sort of that safe. To him, he's thinking definitely. Safety is back at the guild hall.
Yes, absolutely. Leave him that way.
Yeah. How is Valtorian looking? He seems
Valtorian is looking okay. No, Valtorian is not looking okay. Valtorian, actually, no, he's not. Yeah, Valturian's not looking great. Dustin's not looking great, but Gustin is going with you, Luna.
If Dustin is with me, I will hand him a potion as we're running.
I've got a potion on my belt for Valturian too.
Okay,
don't have
go ahead
time
and
to
roll
rest,
up
you don't
that
have time to
healing
go
for those
down.
guys.
All right, let's
Okay.
go.
I grab Dustin first off and say, please tell me, where are they kept? Where are the shards kept?
They're in a
We have to
vault
take-
sealed by magic.
Damn it! All right.
You'll have to find, and the NPC's name I don't have in front of me right this second.
He says,
The
all right.
desk guy.
I don't know that
whatever his
guy.
name
Who's
was.
that guy?
Is
You know
he
what? Don't worry
Destin?
Desk guy.
Destin.
It's great. We don't have all day.
I know. I'm
So
running with
who
it.
is okay? What healing potion went into who?
The healing potion I did win to Dustin.
Dustin plus 7. Okay.
If we were still in the protected area, I'd cure wounds, but we're not.
Yep. No, that's Valturian was about to do the same thing and then realized that he couldn't. Yeah, he's got some juice left spell wise, but not here. And were you going to roll for Iska? What level potion do you have for Valturian?
I believe I have a greater. I'll check my inventory.
Which is
but
44 plus 4 is fine. Yeah, I know you all had some graders hanging around.
I'll
I just
burn
didn't know
that
who you
now.
all had them.
Oh, I'm going to look to Luna and say, don't forget the ring. You have the ring, use the space.
She'll nod. Thank you.
Don't let anyone see it, though. Do it in secret.
Are you gonna roll? Are you doing the great? Is it greater? Or are you gonna do a normal one, Iska?
greater for him.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll that?
Oh, I was gonna have you roll, but I can do it.
Yeah, you just go ahead.
If we don't like the roll, we'll say bird rolls it instead.
Right.
Exactly. Play the system.
Ooh, 13 hit points. Ooh, that's good. Yeah. Valturian chugs it down. He's looking much better than he was before. And
You good? Let's go.
Yep. No, so Landon points you guys through. There is a door. You can go down this alley, and he goes, at the end of the alley, you can get over the wall fairly easily. You'll be straight across from the Zephyr Consortium. So on the map, basically there's a way to get across the wall. They move around pretty easily in this city. The kids of the Temple of Purity, because they do a little bit of looking after where other people are going and what they're up to, not realizing they were doing bad things. Yeah, this isn't to scale, guys, but let's follow Luna. So Luna, Dustin, who else is going with Luna? Let's follow them first.
Luna, Dustin, Axel, Kell. Is that it? No,
Yeah,
Kell's going to...
Well, if they're going to the guild hall, and if we need to go save the other kids, then I'm sticking with Luna and Landon.
Okay.
Okay, so do you want Landon with you, or are you going to send him to the guild hall?
I want him with me.
Okay, so Landon is going to come with you. So let me just write this down because I keep messing it up. So Luna, Dustin, Kell, Landon are heading to the wagon. Everyone else is heading up to.
I'd assume Celia would go with Luna.
Yeah. Let's just make it. It's your call. What do you think? I think Celia probably would stay with you as well.
Okay, sure. We'll make it easy.
Celia would be protecting Genasi kids.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's
absolutely. She would be protecting Genasi kids. Easy. Yep. So we're gonna follow you guys. Are you guys trying to go stealthily? Or are y'all just booking it?
True. Luna is booking it. She is
Booking
panicked.
it.
Like there's
There's
Stuff
not
going
enough.
on.
There's no time to be sneaky or stealthy. We got
Okay.
run.
Yep. So
Run.
I need you guys as you go running out into this area. Just do me some. Let's do the dexterity checks and or athletics check. There are people everywhere. The crowd is insane. There are horses. There are other things you can use, either acrobatics or athletics, to maneuver your way out to the main courtyard area.
14.
wow.
So yeah, all of you guys, it is taking you much longer than you were expected. There seems to be a huge surge of people who comes charging towards you.
My exhaustion is catching up with me.
Yeah, your exhaustion is catching up with you, and as you fight your way through this whole surge of folks, I'm going to move you all
As long as
over.
it's not a vice search, folks.
You say that.
Not yet. Countdown's still going.
I need you guys to roll initiative as you see this strangely deformed figure sort of lurch out, and that's what everyone apparently was running from. I need to get my buddy Landon. Dustin. Come on, Dustin, where are you?
Oh, damn it.
And Landon. There's Landon. I haven't rolled that yet, have I? Nope. So, on a 4, so he's all the way at the end. You see this strangely mutated citizen come lurching down the road, down this narrow alleyway, and that's what everyone was running for and why you were having such a hard time to make your way through. Celia is up first.
And how far ahead of it? How far ahead would you say this figure is?
This figure is probably about. He's probably about 80 feet in front of you. There is a side alleyway that you could duck down if you want to.
I think we're going to try and duck down and not try and engage this first then. So he's going to try and duck down that way.
Okay. Do me a stealth check as she dives you down that direction. Ooh, is that a Celia? Look at that.
A rogue appears.
Yay!
I'm alive! Am I alive?
That's what
You
the
are
countdown is
alive.
for, right?
I rolled you a really crappy stealth roll. It's all yours now.
Yay!
Or actually,
What
you can
is
roll
it?
that back if you want to change it.
This has happened so many times to where I'm late for this stream. By the way, take a shot. Where I'm late for a stream, and I come on, and you're like, "Oh, I rolled really."
Pretty much.
Let
Let me check though. This guy, basically, one of his eyes is hanging out the side of his head. So,
Oh, joy.
Let's see. On an 11, he does not see. He seems to just be lurching down this alleyway. You do see he has blood coating. Just sort of. He seems to almost be covered like with spines, and like his skin is ripped open. Bones seem like sort of broken and overgrown out of it. And there's just kind of a general walking heap of gore as he comes towards you.
Oh, yeah. So just for reference, right now we're running against the Genasi kids. There have been a bunch of vice surges that have been set off or are in waiting. This guy is mutated, and we see, so he's 80 feet away, but there's a side alley that you've just ducked into to try and avoid him. For context. You're still muted.
Dang it! I'm losing it. I'm tired, guys.
Okay, so we'll say you duck while you're catching up. We'll say you duck down, and you have successfully ducked down to this alleyway. Kel, You following, or are you going to go engage this thing that's coming down the hall, coming down the alley towards you?
We need to just. Well, how fast does it appear to be moving?
It does not seem to be. It's a shambler.
Then we need to keep moving, and we'll leave it behind and let somebody else deal with it because we have more important things to handle.
So go ahead and roll me a stealth check, and I am switching over to I should have had him on whispered rolls. But yeah, so your DC is an 11. So call anything you're going to use before you use it.
I'm still going to use an advantage.
Yeah, call it before you roll it.
I'm using an advantage.
Okay. Yeah, even if you're going to plan on using, there you go. Kel ducks right in there. Luna.
Luna is going to attempt the same thing, but I have nothing to use, so this is just a straight roll.
Okay.
Pretty good.
There you go. I'm getting people in their spots.
Axel will attempt the same.
Go for it, Axel.
Well, if he fails, he's ready to pull it off and distract
Oh,
it.
that.
I've been rolling good today.
Okay, so Landon actually is really good at stealth, if I recall. Well, pretty good at stealth. So Landon is going to try to do the same thing. Ooh.
Oh.
However, this is a group check, so right now we've already got 4 successes. So let's just see whether he slowly finds you or whether he immediately comes after you. Dustin, come on, Dustin. And Dustin with an 11, which makes. So with that, Kel, you are able to almost right as Landon almost was going to keep running forward, you sort of grab onto him and pull him in. He sort of makes a little eep as you get him, but you keep him quiet. You guys are down a side alleyway, and you guys keep running, I assume?
Yep.
Yeah,
we go.
Okay. Do me another set of either athletics or athletics and or acrobatics to maneuver your way through this panicking crowd.
That is literally the same thing I rolled last time. Same 2 rolls.
Oh, sorry. I meant to roll acrobatics for Landon. I said I had them switched on their sheets. With his cat-like agility, Axel seems to go through. Something starts to almost bowl into you, Luna, but Kel just drops a shoulder and knocks it out of the way as you guys go running out into the main, back out into sort of this main courtyard. You look around you. It is mayhem. Horses that were attached to wagons are panicking in a full panic mode. They are charging every which direction. You see people trying to control them. You see mixed in all sorts of different shapes. Oh, never mind. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, the timer's up.
Yep. What do we got here? What was my next one down the list? Sure.
I don't like that.
As you guys step out into this area, Kel, because of your alert feature, you notice it, but it is not in time to act. As a huge sort of purple arcing surge from under the ground. It seems as though maybe it had been trapped inside of a trough, a water trough that is made out of sylvan stone. And as you guys sort of come out and just get close to it, you see this arcing purple energy arc across the entire party, and you all feel invigorated as you gain an action surge. What do you want to do?
Oh, what?
Keep running.
Vice
I would
surges.
think.
Book it. Nope,
Yeah,
looking harder.
suddenly the world around you seems to slow down as you guys get hit by this energy, and you're able to spot and sort of target in onto Stroth's thing. He is sitting there basically with his hand up on the side of his two horses that he has, obviously channeling some kind of something to keep them calm. You do not see the Genasi children around them, but it is an enclosed cart. They very easily could be on the inside. You guys charge over as other carts are going around you. I'm not going to make you do another set of checks. You dodge with this sort of surge of energy that you get. You dodge out of the way of multiple things that are either trampling around you, people who are going insane, children screaming. You do see a couple of these mutated monsters that you're quick enough that you don't catch their attention, and you guys make it to the wagon. And that's where we're going to leave off with you guys and switch back over to the other group. So, Luck, Iska, Axel, Iskrin, and Volturian. You guys, I'm sorry. Wait, yeah, Axel, you're with him, yeah?
No, I thought I was with Luna.
Oh, were you with Luna? I'm sorry.
Yeah. I did roll for all those things. And
Yep.
stuff,
Oh,
so-
yeah, you did. I'm sorry. I don't know why. It's because I had a different on the list here.
Yeah, no. Instead
Yeah,
of.
Yep. Right. No, I'm sorry. So, the rest of you guys go out the back door, down the alleyway. You can sort of see where leaned up against the wall, not necessarily exactly making a staircase, but it's several different crates that are there piled up near and around the wall. Whoever would like to, go ahead and make me an investigation check of the folks who are there. Volturian is keeping his head low and basically keeping himself underneath the cloak. Luck, on the 18, you're able to see these crates they're empty, and if you look closely, you can see that they sort of fit together almost as would become fairly easily a stackable set of climbing stairs, almost like ship's ladder to get up and over. This is silly, but go ahead and do it. Do me a strength check to get these things stacked. Actually, I should make you do like an intelligence to see if you get them in the right order. Do me intelligence too to see if you get them in the right order. Yep, you're a miner. You know how to stack boxes. That was like your internship. Yeah, back when you looked the way you look now, that was what you stack in boxes of ore, where these are empty. You all get it stacked and quickly are able to jump your way over top of this wall and out into this main thoroughfare. The main thoroughfare, because it is so wide, is not as crazy as some of the narrower places that the rest of the party was going through, but it is still pretty panicky out here. The main thing that's happening here is you've got lots of cart traffic, people who are fleeing the city, who have made coming out of the embassies, out of the higher end shops. You see the Zephyr Consortium has large sort of barn doors open. They seem to be packing up and leaving. I am going to need to get you guys. This is going to be straight acrobatics because none of you want to face off against wagons and horses. You all got to do some Frogger to get across the road. Luck, if you want to drop a shoulder, it's a high DC. But if you want to drop a shoulder, you can drop a shoulder if something is coming at you.
Get out of the way, horse.
Your call.
Coming through.
Whether you want to do the acrobatics.
Oh, is this group acrobatics?
Is it acrobatics or
Acrobatics or athletics?
I'll do the athletics.
Right, but yeah, the DC for athletics is much higher.
We need a way through. Figure it out. Bardic inspiration.
There you go.
I'm very confident in my athletics.
Damn!
Oh, bird.
And Valturian.
I'll use it later.
Yeah, you don't know what's ahead of you guys. Valturian, not initiative. Valturian needs to do a acrobatics check, I guess. Yep. Ooh, a 21. So yeah, Valturian, even being covered up by this hood, gets underneath and around there. Iska almost runs into, gets run over by a wagon. Luck on your natural 20. The athletic part of that was you literally picked up Iska and basically one-armed her, sort of cheerleading hold up through the audience, and then spin her around and dropped her back down on the ground as this giant wagon being pulled by 4 oxen at full speed goes zipping by. I mean, it would have killed most anyone who would have been hit by it. It'd been like being hit by a bus. You guys
would have killed them? Oh, Iska would have been fine.
It's true. It's funny because it's true. So anyway, you guys get across. There's about 3 different alleyways that you can go to. There's one straight in front of you, one to your left, and one to your right. Which way do you guys want to go?
Can we discern anything from these alleys, like, immediately? Like,
I'm sorry?
Is it just can we discern anything immediately about these alleys, or is it just wild guess?
You can do a perception check.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all can do a perception check as you try to figure out.
Yeah. Looking for the quickest way to get there. Oh, nice.
Yeah, so Iskrin, you the one to your right seems to have some noise going on to some disturbance that is happening on it. The one to your left is further down the way, but you immediately are seeing a huge flood of people surging out of the alley straight in front of you. So it's either loud noises to the right, people surging towards you in a flood, or right now you can't see anything coming out of the one to your left.
To the left, everyone.
Yeah, you all go down that way.
Take it back now, y'all.
Everything we own down that hall to the left.
Go.
Yeah, so you guys
everything we own, guys, in the
go
box
down to the left, and you merge into this small alley. Yeah, it seems to be clear at this point. You guys see a huge, beautiful building on your left-hand side. It is in the colors of the Arcana Mystica, but just beyond it, you do see the Vice Runners Hall. Currently, seems to be no one in your path at this second.
I pull out Lyle and get him to basically. It's like keying a car. I carve through I cut into the building, just chipping off the
So yeah, you basically key the Arcana Mystica embassy as you go running by.
Just a big eye.
Yeah.
With a loud
as that loud noise, it does make some noise from out of an alley to your left. Behind you, you do hear a weird skittering sound, as what appears to be, or maybe once was, some type of animal, dog, cat, you're not quite sure, seems to have grown multiple other legs and mandibles, almost as though it's been fused with a giant spider. There's 2 spider legs on it, weird mandibles on it, and it is now skittering across the wall. I was going to say a roach, but it's so much creepier for a spider. I know, it's not just because you're there. Anyway, literally is running on the wall, sort of following your key line behind you. I need you guys to make an athletics check to beat it to the door.
Oh. What is it?
You're all exhausted as well. It's great.
Valturian is going to do his athletics check.
Yeah.
Is it just the 4 of you guys, right?
Yeah, it's just us 4.
And an 18. With the rest of you, basically, since it, You guys make it. Basically, Iskrin and Luck put their arms underneath of Iska as she starts to fall behind, and you guys make it and slam the door behind you as you hear this clawing and at the door behind you. You turn around. You are in the lobby of this, and I actually pulled it up while we were doing all that, believe it or not. And you do see Albert Millerson is behind the door. He seems to be packing things up quickly.
What?
He looks at you and goes,
Get to the rooms.
I'll get the rooms. You get the carts.
I'll
Yeah.
rush. I'll start preparing the carts.
Wait, where's
yeah.
the carts?
So Iska, you guys run out the back. You guys are able to. We will say that you got the key from Axel, because Axel had the magical key. We'll say y'all remembered such things, because yeah.
I also go to make a note to go to Valtorian's room to get whatever he has within his
Yep.
quarters.
So. Yep, you guys are able to make back there. The wagon is there. Tian is there. All the things that you left in there. You do see that the hallway that led... Valtorian goes over, puts his key against the thing. It opens up the hallway. Actually, Valtorian had a key to the shed as well because of the seed. So you all don't even worry about that. Valtorian uses his key. In horror, you realize you don't have it. Valtorian has one. Opens it. Goes down there. He runs down to his room, gathers up his things, comes back out. The wagon is there. I am not going to say, though, that y'all remembered to bring the legs of the donkey legs.
Donkey legs are actually in the card according to my inventory.
Oh, well, then even better. The
Because we
donkey
told
legs
them-
are
we
in
said
the
we were gonna
cart.
leave them there.
Actually, that would make sense. We said that you couldn't just carry those around, didn't we?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
According to
no,
my
you
inventory,
guys
they're
are,
there. So.
You guys are there and have the donkey legs and the cart. Luck, you go upstairs. Just do me a quick... do a quick investigation check. Actually, 3. We'll say investigation check for all 3 rooms. You are able to find everything.
I'm going to spend the inspiration on...
Yep, you sure can.
1d8.
Actually, yeah, that works. You get the stuff out of the 2 rooms. When you go to Cilia and Iskrin's room, all of her traps go off that she has placed around the room to keep people out of it, and just so that's why it takes you a little bit longer. Yeah, you get like flour in the eyes. All kinds of things. You're like basically marked with paint. A pail of paint falls down on your head. I mean, she wanted to make sure anyone who came in there, she was going to be able to find again. But that's why the only reason why it took you a little bit longer on Cilia's and Iskrin's room. But you make your way back downstairs to the cart. At that point, as you guys are in the courtyard, cart packed up, we're going to move away from you guys again. Back over to the other group: Luna, Axel, Kel, Dustin, Landon, Cilia. Y'all are coming up there. Stroth is trying to keep these horses calm. You guys have around you just madness occurring. What do you do?
Stroth, are the children in the cart?
They're in the cart. Everything's packed up.
What do you need?
Where are we going? Are we out the front gate? Where's the rest of your party?
The others are at the guild hall. They should be packed up by now.
They meeting us here? Or are we meeting them there?
We will meet them there.
Okay. We'll need to make our way across the courtyard through the northern gate, through the northern tariff gate, and then we can head there. It's gonna get interesting. and he.
I want to use my animal handling to.
That's
try and
why he was
calm
going
the
to look at Kel to say, "Can you keep these animals calm while I get up and steer the cart?"
Yeah, and in fact, I'm not going to take any chances. I'm going to use an Nat 20.
Okay. Nat 20, yeah. Kel, you know and speak the language of animals. They're freaked. The horses are freaked out. Whites of their eyes are showing. They're pulling in the reins. You describe to me how.
Well, I can't cast.
Oh, I know.
Spell.
What, just show. I mean, what does it look like as you calm these animals?
Oh well, Kel would know what I don't, so he would, use all of his experience from being with horses and actually being a horse to, touch them, calm them, give them a sense of soothing presence, and knowing that we're rescuing you too. We're getting you out of here.
Yeah, no, and they you sort of look them in the eyes, almost put your forehead up against theirs, somewhat giving them dominance. You know that these are herd animals. If they feel as though they are under the protection of the head of the herd, that things are going to be okay, just to follow along. And you're able to get control of these horses to lead them. However, there is a bunch of other stuff that is happening around you. Axel, what are you up to? Dustin is actually jumps up on top of the cart itself, up on the roof, kind of surfing. I will do acrobatics to get him up there.
No.
Actually athletics. He's going to climb up there because he does that better. On a natural 20, he actually basically vaults himself up on top and starts taking aim at anything that might be heading towards you guys with his longbow, basically holding his attack for anything that comes your way. Axel, what are you up to?
Axel's going to actually do the same, hop up on top, get a vision, have a darts ready. Just keep an eye out for it. Yep.
Cool.
So
roll me either athletics or acrobatics to get yourself up there.
Climbing speed?
Oh, climbing speed. Yeah, never mind. I forgot.
Just pull
You're a cat. Just you full tabaxi your way up there. Landon sort of looks at you, Luna, for direction.
Get inside with the others. I will handle what's out here.
Okay. He sort of looks at you and places his hand on your shoulder and goes, "You're in no condition. You should come in with us."
I'm not dead. I can move things. Be safe.
Yes, ma'am. He runs around and gets inside. You guys pull out and start heading across. I'm just going to roll some dice to see what happens.
And I imagine as we pull out, Luna's just going to huck onto the back.
Oh, really?
Or not?
I think
as you guys start pulling away and seem to have the most amount of order, first thing you basically have is another cart which all but just completely blocks your way. And you're going to have to try to almost do a K-turn as it's pulled up, and it's almost like gridlock that has happened right in front of you. How do you guys want to handle it?
Can I use my create water for the day, flick the area, and just move it?
How much ice? You're able to make 10 square feet of ice, right?
I believe so.
10 square feet of ice. You can't move it. You could rotate it.
Okay, I will do that. Anything to make it faster.
Okay. You do that. You are able to create water basically underneath it and freeze them. And you sort of basically just all but freeze the wheels and the hooves of this other wagon's horses, and then are able to just rotate it to the side. That does, however, attract the attention of one of these, actually two of these on that roll. Two of these mutated citizens start heading your way. Kel, the animals have sort of balked at what to do next. You can throw another animal handling to try to get them back moving, and things are strange all around them.
Burning another 10-20. We're getting out of here.
Okay. You burn a nat 20. The animals just immediately lock step in behind you, and you're able to move them out at full speed, which does start to leave these other certain mutated citizens behind you. Dustin is going to take a few shots, basically just to put arrows through their knees, arrow to the knee, and hits both of them. Golly, look at those rolls. Holy crap. Yeah, no, Dustin, just literally all but pins these two lumbering citizens to the ground as you guys keep moving forward and make it up into the back area. Here it is much clearer as you head your way, make a big left turn behind the tariff wall. It seems like you're a little bit behind the rest of everyone else. As you turn around the tariff wall, you are heading straight ahead when you kind of, again, feel that familiar electricity occurring in the air.
Yay.
Stand by.
Have we mentioned this channel is run 100% for charity?
Actually, yeah. You could, go ahead and do our pitch.
Sure.
While I look
This
these
much
up.
We
charity.
blaze through the break.
This much charity is the Mr. Holland Opus Foundation, an organization dedicated to bringing music to underserved communities and specific other musical groups. You can click the actual word to go to the actual website. I think it's how it's set up. If you want to donate through our channel, click the banner and it'll take you through the Twitch process. There are various donations that you can donate to. You can give us nat 20s, which we clearly use. We desperately need them. Advantages, inspirations. The this month only level is add a random ring, rod, staff, or wand of rare or lesser quality to the next loot haul for a specific player, and that's a $50 level. Yeah, so go ahead and please don't feel pressure to donate if it's not in the budget. You can just do things like share us on social media, like Facebook and Twitch. Otherwise, Twitter. Otherwise, thank you for joining, and we hope you enjoy the show.
Okay.
Jay's still working on killing us. Okay.
Yep. I need one person from each group to roll me a D100.
Alicia.
Okay, got it.
Bird? Yeah.
63.
I need Bird. I need you to roll a D4.
No.
A 1. And who is it? The four of you guys? Iska, Iskrin, Luck.
And Victoria.
So 1, 2, 3, and then so roll me another D4. 1, 2, 3. Crackling energy seems to start to emanate from the walls of the courtyard as you stand there waiting for your party members to come and catch up with you and center themselves on Luck. He's gone, and all that remains is a cloud of mist.
Who did?
Like
You killed me. You killed me. But
like mist? Like, is there no weave there at all? Is there a form of anything? No, that's all.
Do
screwed
me an
up. I can't
Arcana
see.
check, Iskrin.
Okay.
Iskrin, what's
just
happening? What is happening? Bardic inspiration to Iskrin. Please do okay. Okay.
more. We need more.
Yeah,
might-
I'm going to use the Bardic Inspiration just so we completely know.
Okay.
On a 27, that's high enough for you to know. Luck's still there. He's in mist form.
It's good. It's okay. He's still there. And I'm going to put my hand literally into Luck into the mist and say, Luck, if you can hear me, keep up with us. Float near us completely.
Luck, can you move? Do you have any control? Luck.
You can, yeah, Luck, you can move around. This is just good old-fashioned mist form. This one's known as the Keyleth Curse, because when it happens during combat, it really sucks.
Sucks.
Engage fart form.
Fart form. Go.
So yeah, you can't, you're stuck in it right now, so actually do roll me a d6, Luck.
Alright. 1d6. Okay.
You're stuck in it for an hour. But yeah, you are able, you can move, you can sort of make different shapes out of yourself, but you're not able to speak or communicate.
How?
Luck, pick a look and stick with it.
I'm just, fashion needs to look. How fast
It's
is
an extravaganza.
how fast does this move?
Really fast. Yeah, you're what's the name? What's the real name of the spell?
Miss.
It's like 120, something like that, something crazy.
This is
No, it's not gaseous form. It's
it's Miss.
It's gaseous form. Is it?
It's one of
I was
them.
gonna say we all have D&D Beyond. Who can find it first?
I think it's
Windwalk.
Windwalk. That's it. Windwalk.
No, that might not be because there's a flying speed of 300 feet.
Oh yeah, it's not Windwalk. It's one of them.
I think it's gaseous form.
No, gaseous form gives you 10 feet. So
It's like a fifth. We know it's a 5th level druid spell.
oh, it's a 5th level druid.
I believe.
That makes it a lot easier.
Wasn't that about what Keyleth was when she cast it? I go because they always get it wrong.
It's a do 5th level.
Anyway, we're gonna say
No,
it's
it is Windwalk. It is in fact Windwalk. That's
It's
apparently what it was.
Windwalk.
Yeah, it is.
Right. Yeah, it's Windwalk.
Yeah, you turn into a mist form and you're able to. Yeah.
I literally Googled
You have to
Keyleth
concentrate
Curse
for.
mist
You have
form.
to concentrate for a minute.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, yeah. So you have what's the speed on that? It is. It's like 120, isn't it?
300 feet.
300. So you can book.
That's-
However, so yes, he turns into a cloud of mist. Our other friends. As you guys are there, you also basically hit a bump in the road, and purple energy surrounds the whole cart, inside and out. Oh God! So there's 4 of them. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 of you, I believe, altogether.
Sure.
5 inside, 5 outside, right?
And 2
1,
horses,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. So someone roll me a d10.
Luna's not able to shield us again.
I can't shield everybody. It's a 2. It's 2.
It's gotta be Axel again.
keep giving advice, those guys.
It's fine. You experience enough. You grow an immunity to them. Nah, I don't know who it is.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out who's there. Kel, it's silly.
Well, Axel and Dustin
Are up on top.
the roof.
Yeah.
I'm driving.
Axel, roll me a d2.
It's one of you two?
You see this energy coalesce around Dustin.
No!
Not Dustin.
He's our hero, please.
No. I'm sorry. 5d4.
I don't like the sound of that.
Okay. yeah, this goes into him. You sort of see him sort of almost as though he's just been hit by some type of damage. And he sort of rolls over, but he's like, waves you off. He says, I'm fine. What do you guys do?
Well, if this is up top, I don't know who's even aware that this happened. Just Axel, probably.
Only Axel. I mean,
Axel
if I
probably
were
right up
out
next
down-
to him. I mean, Iskrin's not there. Yeah, no, you might not even be aware that it's happened. If depending on your, I mean, you want to roll a perception to see whether you knew it. Certainly, the people under the wagon.
I'm concentrating on the horses, so
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't.
Stroth is looking
I
straight
have
ahead,
an
steering.
18 passive.
Let's see.
Axel.
I mean, I do have a 17 passive perception.
Nope.
No,
I don't know.
I mean, you all saw it all coalesce around the wagon. I'd say you all don't know necessarily. What Axel sees is doesn't know what hit him, but basically Dustin just got hit by something.
Okay, I'm going to. Is Stroth directing me where to go?
Yes, he's directing you down this pathway, and eventually you're going to have to go all the way to the very end before you're going to be able to turn up on a lane that is basically, you have to go through this gate here right by the gateway in order to get on the right hand side to go ahead and get down to the Vice Runners Guild Hall. So I assume you guys head that way with due haste. As you head that way, let's see what happens. Look at you guys.
Better.
You basically make it unimpeded. You're kind of flowing with the traffic at this point. People are trying to get their way out of the gate any way that they can, realizing that the main eastern gate seems to have just been blocked by all the wagons that were in that area. You make it down through here. Back to the folks in the courtyard. Are you all wanting to get back out into the city, or are you going to try to go out the Vice Runner's Gate?
Vice Runner's Gate is right there.
It's right there, and I guess it'd probably be easier to go around the city.
Yeah, go.
Side of it.
All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Either way, before we do anything, if I can, I want to move Tian to the front of the cart
Okay.
and kind of open that up a little bit. Just a quick explanation of what's going on, and just tell him to be prepared for anything. I want to just have another weapon with us if we need these.
You don't speak Dwarven, but
Yeah.
you can
It
move
doesn't
him up.
matter. Iska's just saying it in
Oh yeah,
common,
you
and
can
just like,
saying it
I
or
hope
putting it
this
up
plant
there.
understands
Tian,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
is
Hi.
sort of it's Tian. You hear whispering in your head, obviously with some concern. There is definitely concerned whispering in your head. No, never mind. Valtorian is not his master anymore. Valtorian helps you move Tian up there, and he just sort of keeps speaking, but he speaks Druidic. No, it still doesn't matter. Tian doesn't speak
Tian,
Druidic.
With concerned whispering, I try
Yeah.
to mime it at some point. I'm just the dragon surges. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
frantic.
So that's fine. As you you guys come down to basically the front of the Vice Runners. There's two big barn doors there. They are closed.
I'm going to try as best as I can to go and open it. I'm going to turn to Luck.
So are you going? Wait. So you? Oh, I'm sorry. So yeah, two different things. You guys are in the courtyard. The outside gate is closed. As the rest of the party comes up the road, in front there's a big set of double barn doors at the front of the Vice Runners. That's how wagons get in and out of the Vice Runners Guild Hall that are currently closed on the outside of the road.
So assuming they open in from the inside, because that's how a guild would work, we would probably know to go open those so the rest of our party can come join us. So I'm guessing we go handle that situation.
Okay.
Or at least go there and keep an eye looking for our party.
Can
Just
I,
do me for the folks who are in the courtyard. Do me an intelligence check of whether you put that all together in this stress. Iskrim puts it together.
I'm freaking out that I'm still missed.
Yeah, you're still missed.
Just on that, I'm gonna put I'm still gonna still have my kind of hand in Luck, and I'm just gonna turn to him and just go, Luck, I need you to go find the rest of the group. Get out there, lead them back here. Try to find them right now. As I'm gonna run across to the barn and just try to open it up by myself.
So you're opening up. Are you trying to open up the inner doors or the outer doors?
The outer doors. So they can come in.
Okay, you're trying to get them inside the Guild Runners Hall. Yep. Go up there. You have to run through the main lobby to get sort of over to where those barn doors would be. It's sort of a tunnel. You do see our buddy there.
I point to him and say, "Get me a shard now!" And I use my Fey Presence. No, wait, no, I don't. I'm not going to use Fey Presence. It only lasts one round. But I'm just going to point to him and say that to him as I'm running past.
He sort of looks like you. Well, let's do me a persuasion, or you want to try to do intimidation. I'll let you do whichever one you would like to determine the tone.
I'm going to use intimidation.
Okay.
I'm going to nat 20 it.
Yeah, he freaks, and you see him go underneath the desk and start to fiddle with something as you go running by sort of out the door to where the big sort of main, sort of like a big archway tunnel that leads underneath of basically where y'all's rooms were, is sort of like is where the wagons go in. You get out there. Big giant sort of deadbolt type idea. I mean, they're not expecting, it's not like it's locked. It's just that it's latched, etc.
I undo the latch, swing the, try to just pull the gates open just by myself, just dragging them through the mud if I have to. And I just yell out, "Bring it to me when you got it!"
Kel, in front of you, you suddenly see these two giant doors open up on the guild hall.
It's big, so I can
just take the wagon right on in.
Okay.
Yep.
Then I do so.
Yep, you steer it on over there.
Can I jump onto the wagon just to be cool?
Sure, as it passes by. I do need to do a couple more rolls as you all pass in to see what's happening. 16, 17, and a 21. Yeah, you... So here's a question for you. You said it. Iskren, do me a... No, you already said it. You're on the wagon, riding the wagon. Axel, do me a perception check. And Luna, do me a perception check.
At the same
what
time...
Axel's doing.
Nope, you're on the wagon. You did it.
I was just going to say... oh, by the way, guys, Luck's a cloud. That's all I'm saying.
Luna, Luna's on the ground. Axel's up there as well. You might want to close those doors.
Yeah, no, Luna's closing them.
Do me a what's your strength? Just flat score.
My flat score I think is 14. Not great.
I'm gonna make you roll for it, but I'll give you advantage.
Sure.
I was gonna do athletics. Actually, athletics. I don't know if it changes. Does it change it?
It would be the same modifier.
Okay, Axel, you see that Luna's struggling to get these doors shut.
Yeah. Axel would, immediately hop down because they're inside the.
Yeah, you're inside the tunnel now.
Yes, often put closed.
So go ahead and give me a strength check. You have advantage as well.
Do you see the mist go to
or
help
athletics? I'm sorry, I don't know which works better for you.
Neither.
Look would go and help. Like he does. Like you see the mist move to it and then move back.
He's missed. Yeah. On an 18, you and Luna are able to actually get them shut before anything comes through and throw down the bar. And you guys party all together in the courtyard, presumably safe for the moment.
It's Luck.
Oh, he's a cloud now.
Wait.
He's a cloud.
So it's just like
is he actually visible?
No, it's just like this big cloud of mist. It's like gaseous.
I literally just pointed up and just said that little swirling cloud. That's him. Don't worry, he'll be fine. I think.
Okay, Dustin, are you okay? Dustin, has anything happened?
Yeah.
So over the next.
I can't check Dustin. Oh wait, my waist side doesn't work. Damn.
If I'm made aware that he is injured, I would try to.
Axel, what you saw about every 6 seconds, it looked like something was sort of almost hitting Dustin. He did not fall, but he has taken quite a bit of physical damage to himself as you guys were maneuvering in there. In fact, he's down on one knee up on top of the wagon as you guys pull in. However, it did seem to stop as you were going down the tunnel, as it lasted for about 18 rounds.
Okay.
For just a couple minutes that it happened.
But yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's just hurt and not.
All right. Before we get out of here, I made sure I get back to that Albert guy.
So, let's take a quick break, mainly because I just got to. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I had a blast running it. And we will be back in just a second if someone wants to talk to us about our charity, and you can do pun of the week.
Sure thing.
Okay, time to go.
I mean, I'm gonna do charity. Yeah, sure. Leave now. It's fine. So yeah, yes, this month's charity is the Mr. Holland Opus Foundation. Yeah, Mr. Holland's Opus. I want to make sure I say it right. Foundation. It's a great foundation that does things like donate musical instruments to underfunded music programs. It's nationwide, U.S. And again, if you want to find out more information, again, I want to make sure, do we have the words there? Do we have the link to the EPSA website? I don't think we have it in there. We should fix that. But yeah, you can, so you can Google it, find out more information about the organization itself if you want to check it out. And this is our charity till the end of the month, so March 31st. If you choose to donate through our channel, there are various donations levels. Like for $1, you can give a player a D10, 2, an advantage, 3, a bardic inspiration, $5, a natural 20. For $10, you can give a member a random potion from the Party Punch Bowl. $25. Add a wondrous uncommon item from Agatha's souvenir bin to the next loot haul for a specific player. And again, this month only, $50 level, add a random ring, rod, staff, or wand or of rare or lesser quality to the next loot haul for a specific player. Go ahead, check that out. And as a special bonus, we have Pun of the Week. What do you call a story that one clock tells to another?
What?
Second-hand information.
Oh.
That's what you get for all the timers. You just missed it.
Oh.
Oh man. Yeah, Luna, roll me a D123.
Tell me after.
Sure, I will. I'm gonna make it.
Okay.
I got another book.
Oh, cool. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, we're still waiting on Iskrin.
All right. So this week's book, one that's very nice, and if anyone here knows of Top Gear, then it's a good book to read. This is The Man in the White Suit, also known as The Stig. This pretty much is a record of the man behind the suit, Ben Collins. He is pretty much a race car driver who featured as the Stig on Top Gear. He is very incredible in terms of his racing ability and his ability to drive cars, and it's very interesting to see all the behind the scenes of a person who was a character with no face. He would always wear the helmet during the Top Gear shows, and no one knew who he was for about 6 or so years of the show. And he was the Stig. He was the man who sort of has all these stories of what happened behind the scenes, what things he did within the show when he was actually driving the car and when the presenters were driving the car, because he would sometimes fill in for the presenters. It was very interesting it's a very interesting read, just of TV show business and a person who is such famous for a character that had no face for years. So if you want to sort of get to know the mind of the Stig, read the book, and you'll find some nice, insightful stuff and some interesting bits of information about TV production and how things work behind the scenes.
Cool. Okay, folks. So
Dragon's still not back.
Oh yeah. He said he's making some coffee. It looks like so.
I can do a
he'll be
music
a
fund since it's a musical charity this month.
If you insist. Anyone who's drinking, you're gonna have to take another drink.
Yeah.
For sure.
When should you break into song?
When
you can't find the key.
Oh, Dragons is actually listening in, so we can go ahead.
Oh, okay. All right.
So yeah, okay. All of you guys sort of look around at each other. And it seems as though, I mean, haven't heard the bells go off again in the last few minutes as you guys have struggled and fought your way through the city to get here. It's almost eerily quiet, almost like being in the eye of a storm. The distant sound of still just sort of chaos in the streets. Every once in a while, you kind of can look up and even in the early morning light, see almost sort of purple flashes go off within the city, which you are familiar with now as heralding some of this sort of delayed onset vice magic that occurs around you. But for the moment, you are safe. Landon sort of sticks his head, as the cart has come to a stop, sort of sticks his head out of the wagon just to sort of see what is happening.
Sure. And as he does that, Luna's actually kind of like trudging over to the door, actually kind of like waves him to move back so she can go in. Are you all right?
Shaken up, but yeah, we're okay. I think we'll... Oh, is it over?
For now. And with that, she flays pants onto the floor of the wagon.
Luna! And he just sort of tries... He sort of yells out, help!
Axel's immediately around there.
Julius runs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luna doesn't seem hurt. I mean, you can someone who wants to do a medicine check, but she does not appear to have any wounds. But most of you watched what she went through last night. You know that her day started with summoning a Vice Surge. You saw her protect from another one. Protect Landon from another one, and then basically jog alongside the cart all the way up here. She is just...
Is she unconscious?
Yeah, she's unconscious right now.
But not like 0 hit points. Not mechanically
not
unconscious. She is story unconscious.
Who's got the ring?
She does.
She does.
I'm going to take it off her finger.
She chokes you in her sleep.
That's all right. She
She's
can. I'll
right.
join her in there.
I'll put her in the ring.
Has to be conscious to go in the ring.
Has to be conscious to go in the
Be
ring.
willing to enter the ring.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
out.
has to be willing.
Yeah. Well, I think you guys okay with taking care of her? Just let her rest, make her comfortable. We're gonna keep.
Yeah, they all,
everything's
I mean, are
sorted.
gathering around her already, and if you can trust us,
Yeah.
Landon tells you.
Okay.
Kel, when she's up, put her in the ring. Any sight of conscious, put her in.
Now we're still not.
This is going to go.
You are inside the courtyard of the Vice Runners Guild. You are not. You're still inside the walls. You have not ventured out yet. I was giving you all a second to gather your thoughts and plans.
Yeah.
Valturian is here.
Yep, everyone is here.
With the seed.
With the seed.
And the seed is protected casting zone, right?
Yes, for inside the casting zone, yes.
Right.
Oh.
I'm going to because Luna looks hurt.
She looks exhausted. She's not hurt.
Not
so
hurt.
she has full hit points, but like 3, probably bordering on 4 levels of exhaustion at this point.
Ooh. Okay, and there's nothing that I have that fixes exhaustion.
Yeah.
Okay, well, who else looks hurt?
Dustin?
Dustin absolutely.
Okay.
Dustin does look hurt.
And Valturian does too, for that
And
matter.
Valturian, he did not take any more damage. But he's still down. Dustin is under half hit points.
So I'm going to get Dustin off and get Dustin over to Valturian. And then I am going to cast some spells.
What? You can do that in this game?
Go Druid. Go Druid. Go Druid.
So what are you going to cast?
I am going to cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level on Dustin.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that up. So that does 13 points of healing.
Oh, man.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, that was a crappy roll, so I'm going to do it again.
Okay. Oh my gosh, really? Twice in a row?
Jeez Louise.
He's looking much better now, though. I mean, he's above half. He's not full, but he's a pretty.
And then I'll
tanky
do
guy.
I'll use my last one, because when else am I going to use it around here and have the opportunity? I'll cast on Valturian.
Okay.
There it is.
18. Yeah. Cool. Yep, and that brings Valturian back up to full. He's feeling much better.
Who else looks bad? Or hurt at all?
No, I don't think.
Okay, well then I'm going to cast 2nd level on me.
You're going to say Luck is actually probably hurt but can't communicate.
On that, can I try a thing?
So I get 11 points back.
Tell me what you're going to try.
Dispel the magic.
You can certainly try.
I'm gonna try it. 10 plus spells level for a successful spellcasting ability check.
Are you making this obvious that you're trying to do this or not? Or are you just doing it?
Okay. I was gonna... Well, yeah, it's basically like I have to shout to Luck and basically like go up to him and be like, hey, Luck, come here, don't move. Try condense as hard as possible. And like I get into the seeds area so I can cast. And like I just begin to glow and glitter emanates as I like try to refix his weave by dispelling this magic.
Iskrin, just don't make it worse. Inspiration.
So do me a
famous last words.
You're a charisma caster, so roll me a charisma check to see whether this.
All right, I got a +8 to that. Ooh, I'm gonna use that. Go on. Nah.
It does not. It does not disperse. But hey, nice try.
Okay, are we going to be leaving imminently? Are we about
We
to like...
should put some distance between ourselves and this city right now. I have no idea what that was out there, but I don't want to stick around to find out.
Okay, so we're going, like now going.
What do you think we
Yes,
should?
no?
Looks, you can sort of see the mist like pushing its way through the door, sort of getting a peek underneath it and stuff.
Oh, going out the outside
Yeah.
gate. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
slip. You can slip through. It's I think it's all the way down to like an inch or whatever.
Yeah,
And
it's like you can get into a small crack.
you can do
Okay,
like
the reason I'm asking is because it only lasts for 10 minutes, and so to get us out of town, I want to cast Speak with Animals on myself while I'm still protected, so I can cast it, so I can communicate directly with the horses.
Let us, Stroth, do you want to... We are planning to take the smuggler's path down to, was it Falcons? Chris?
yes.
Are you
Yeah,
willing to travel with us?
because Cal and Tilly need to.
Yeah, Valturian actually chimes up at this point, and he goes, I must go to Tharixis. I must go to Valskia. Axel, you actually hear...
Remind.
So you can
where-
check your map.
where-
if,
where we're
you want to check your map, you've got the map handout.
because
This
it's
is probably a
opposite
good idea
directions,
to do that.
effectively.
Actually, Axel, you hear a voice in your head, and a whispering Dorvan, and Tian says to you, "You are my master, but my mission from my lord when I came here was to guard this seed. I would like to follow it again and resume my position as its guardian."
I suppose, yeah, we can... It's going to be too long for us to go in both directions. We probably will be going... We need to go south for Kel's sake.
And
Well, and isn't that where we're going to get the place so that the kids will be safe? South.
Stroth
and
chimes in, there are many places where I can place them. There is a wonderful settlement that we have on the coast near Valskia.
Oh.
I could travel with Valturian and the seed and the children.
I see. Yeah, then we will head south because we need to find Kel's family. But I think this, as much as
Upon seeing Tian, Stroth goes, "That's the tree I saw."
I see. Surrounded by flowers, right? You
Yes.
said.
White flowers, bell-shaped. Dustin chimes in and holds up his daylily. Like these. Stroth nods. Yes.
And you are traveling, in your dream you were traveling
To the sunset.
to the sunset.
Valturian.
Okay.
Yes, directions.
Valturian, chimes in, the Sunset City.
Well, I suppose that solves it. If we are separating, I just hope Luna forgives us for not escorting kids all that way. But I don't know. We don't know how long this curse is going to wait. We've already dealt with 2 of them. We need to find some resolution for this one.
Do you have any way of keeping in contact? Axel, do you have any arcane knowledge?
On this
Communication.
I think it should be okay. We are communicating on a single side of the device and not near the wheels. It might work. Might be more reliable.
So remember,
Yeah, Stroth confirms. Yes, it's...
Yeah.
Once you get about 100 leagues away, It is not foolproof, but certainly we could try to stay in contact.
Yes, I can message you, certainly.
Also, hi, I'm Ishgrin.
Yeah, Stroth you just sort of shakes your hand. Stroth, it is nice to meet you.
Nice life weave. Fantastic divine eminence. Look good.
You
obviously
actually see something very unique in his life weave. It's twinned, as though he's had two.
Twinned, did you say?
Too long. Well, yeah.
I just point at his chest and say, "Have you always had two lives, two souls?" You know what? Yeah.
He just sort of smiles. It's a long story.
Yeah, I can. It's when you got turned into who you are now because you were in the Vice, right? Is that story or is it a different one? Yeah, I can tell him.
We'll clue him in later.
And yeah, it will take some time to explain things to him. Yeah.
If you guys want to, you can take a short rest now while you are waiting, or whether or not you want to take that amount of time. It sounds as though everyone wants to consult with Luna about next steps. So your call, Luna. Whether you, after a short rest, whether you would come back too.
Yeah, after the equivalent of a short rest, she would kind of like groggily step back up.
We also need to transfer ownership of Tiana.
Yep.
I do have the last, because it was 2 scrolls, correct? When we picked it up, it was 2 castings.
There's 2 castings. Yeah, there's 2 castings. There's still 1 casting left.
1 casting left, so he'll hand it over to Valtorian. Go and sort of say his goodbyes to Tian during the sort of short rest.
Yeah, no, Tian, be careful. You are phenomenally powerful, perhaps more so than even you know. But it is dangerous as well. You are capable of wielding such power, but slowly.
I think it's not the first time I've dabbled with things too big for me. But thank you. It's good. It's good knowing you, Tian. You've been very, very good, very helpful. Good comfort. I'll see you in Darixis, I think.
Well, it seems as though we're all going to end up back in the Vice. So 6 months' time. 7 sets of 7 past the Conclave. We'll see you then.
Yes. Look forward to hearing your stories. But take care of yourself and take care of Valtorian and take care of the kids, and of course with Feed. I don't need to tell you that.
Of course.
All right, and Stroth, don't forget Stroth. And and sort of step back and let Valtorian go through the ritual.
Yep, he does, and and Tian changes ownership back over to Valtorian.
Celia wants to talk to Valtorian real fast.
Okay.
Once he gets done with the ritual.
Yep. No. We can say that that's over as this short rest is coming to an end.
She walks over and she says, "You're going to Valathra."
Darixis.
Darixis?
Yes.
Okay, you said Valathra.
Did I say
You were like, we gotta go
I'm sorry, I meant Darixis.
That was a bit confusing. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I totally messed up if I said Balathera. Valtoria needs to go to Darixis with the seed.
Okay.
Sorry, did I? Yeah, whoa.
You
I'm
said
so
Balathera.
sorry if
Yeah,
I
I was
said that
like-
completely wrong.
I was
Yeah,
You
no,
did, and I was like,
Valtorian
wait, he
needs to
had to go
go
back
to
to
Darixis. Wow, sorry, my brain said Darixis, my mouth apparently said Balathera. No.
Streamer.
Pro, yeah, that's
streamer,
pro
man.
DM, guys. Sorry. Yes.
Okay, so
All confusion off,
Okay,
yes.
so I wasn't the only one that
Valturian
heard
needs to go
No,
to
no,
Darixis
he did
with
say
the seed
Balathera, yeah.
via Well, no, I was saying via Valaskira. He's going to
Via-
take a boat from Valaskira up to
Where's
Darixis. Not Balathera, Veliskia.
There's a
The end of
map
the
in the
way.
handout.
Okay,
Map
well,
in
he
the
was saying
handout.
he was saying Valaskira.
Yeah, I was
and it
trying. Yeah, I was
confused
trying to
me.
do it with his accent. I shouldn't have done it. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Veliskia. Yes, he is heading to Veliskia. He's heading to Darixis via Veliskia. He's going to take a boat from Veliskia up to
Okay.
Darixis.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, not Balathera. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So,
Mhm.
okay, gotcha. So I was confused too.
So that conversation just doesn't happen.
Okay, that's fine.
She is gonna check on Luna though.
Yeah. So yeah, if folks want to go in and see how Luna's doing, and everyone crowd around Luna inside this tiny wagon.
It just
Oh, no,
wakes
no.
up everybody's there's just like just instantly forms water bubble, super uncomfortable.
No, Axel isn't there.
And
Yeah.
you were there. And you were there.
Ishkan's not there. He's going to like deal with Albert and like get onto the roof and look around.
I'm watching over Iskun because I can. I
Yeah.
can't warn anyone if he
I
does
think
something
I'll-
stupid. If I can watch him do something stupid, that's entertainment at least.
I think I'll stick with this.
Yeah,
as
you're
well.
you're probably you've still got about 30 minutes left, Luck.
Oh, Auntie
And then-
Iska, there's no place like home.
Anyway, so Luna comes awake. You guys can fill her in on some of the discussions that's happened, because certainly this greatly involves her.
Yeah.
For
Celia
ease of
will-
conversation, can we say that you come out of the wagon, Luna?
Sure, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, she'll come out of the wagon.
Yeah. Celia will fill her in, let her know everything that was discussed.
Landon sort of looks at you and goes, I can go with Stroth and the Valturian and the Seed in case I'm needed in Darixis to gather the energy. Do it the same way we just did. And I can keep him safe like he told me to. Like he told me to.
That would be for the best. It will make me feel better if you did.
I'll keep an eye on him. I've always did before. I can keep doing it now.
It will be harder if you have to do it by yourself, I will warn you. But I know you can.
I'll just think of you. I'll get through. I have lots of help. And he sort of looks at Stroth and Valturian.
Yeah. Puts hand on the shoulder just in comfort.
Yeah. And
Um,
yeah, you can
She
see
would
he's
individually
now
say goodbye
wearing
to-
his he's wearing his medallion around his neck as well, the stone one. Dustin comes over to you, and well, I guess my journey lies with them. I know that this is the most important thing in the world to you. He sort of gestures toward the seed, and he reaches into a pouch at his pocket and pulls out the cornhusk doll. I'll take care of this for you. You can take care of this for me. If you're heading that way and it's true about everything that's happened with these kids, maybe you'll hear news. And if you do, find her. I know it's not likely, but she'll recognize this, and she'll listen and come. And he hands you the Cornhusk doll.
Yeah. Like a bunch of different emotions like flitter over Luna's face really quickly, but she does reach out and accept it.
Okay. Anything else? So right now, what's the plan?
I go to Alberto. Albert or Alberto?
Albert.
Albert.
Yeah, he's come out into the courtyard at this point, and he's got a shard sort of in a trembling hand.
And I pull out my last remaining, what's it called? Black Dragon Spine, and I'm just going to give that to him in exchange, and I'm just going to say to him, if you ever need to find me, use that. And I'm going to turn to Axel, and I'm going to look at Luck, because I can still kind of see his wave, and I'm going to say, if we need to be prepared, those fetus come back, and I'm going to hold up the shard. We're going to use the shard of the crafters to capture one. I'm going to pocket it.
Okay. Yeah, at this point he's a little bit too freaked out from everything that's going on, and he's just sort of nods, and he does take the dragon spine from you.
I'm going to turn to him
dragon.
and say, once the deed is done, it will be returned.
He just sort of nods at you. He's kind of wide-eyed and freaked out. He sort of scurries back into the guild hall.
And then shrug at him, running away. Yeah. What do you think?
I did want to touch base with Velturian for we all split. So just to Velturian, just travel safely and travel safely. Do your best.
You as well. I look forward to seeing you at the ritual. Keep an eye out. You say you know where at least one of the others is. Keep an eye out for the other two. There's still more pieces to be found.
Okay, and then assuming that he's holding the seat, is he?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, he's pretty much, at this point, he's pretty not letting it
Gotcha.
go. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Luna's gonna put her hand on the seat again, closing her eyes. Just gonna smile. I'll see you all again.
That warmth just flows over you as it is in the past, as you sort of bid it goodbye. And yeah. I had a thought about it. Yeah.
Okay. It's just, I'll see you all again. And as she's passing by Dustin again, she's not going to turn to look at him.
I like my thought. I'm going back to it. You put your hand on it, and as always, the seed has sort of had a pool. You feel a warmth enter through your hand to travel up your arm, and one level of exhaustion goes away as it gives some of its energy back to you.
Oh, Mom.
She's still smiling. Little cut off everywhere, but smiling. Just nods. And then going forward, as she passes Dustin, again, not looking at him. You deserve a child just as much as I do. I will do everything I can to find her.
He looks at you. I know you will.
Yeah, that's it.
Kel would like to go up to Valturian right before we part and say, if I did not have this burden pulling me south, please know I'd be going with you now.
I appreciate it, my friend. But destiny is a fickle thing. It does not always take us to where we want to go or where we expected to go. It seems for most of you, your destiny lies to the south, whereas mine is to the north. But we will all come together again at the end and see this through.
Travel safe till we meet again.
Travel safe till we meet again. Stroth and
and that's it. Kel will turn in.
Yeah, Dustin sort of looks to. He actually looks to Iska, who he seems to, has had the most interaction with. I heard you say you are headed toward. I heard you say you're. Golly. I heard you say you are headed toward Smuggler's Gambit. You will not be able to take your wagon with you.
She been like staring at the horizon of the where the wall is towards the vice, still just kind of keeping an eye out for those red robes.
Mm-hmm.
Before hearing his voice, and she gives him a nod. Says, "Yeah, Doc Tyson said as much, that the roads there were fairly narrow."
I don't know what condition they're going to be in, but the Jubilee stables are down on the far side of the city, back across the main courtyard. I don't know whether it's calmed down enough. I don't know whether his animals are even still there. But if you're going to go across Smuggler's Gambit on foot, it is going to take you almost as long as taking the roads. You should get mounts if you can.
Sounds like a plan. We'll head that way and see what it's like. Thank you for the advice.
And Dustin sort of looks to Stroth and goes, here's a question for you. Are you all going to load everything onto Stroth's wagon, or are you all giving him your wagon?
Which wagon is in better condition?
Stroth's wagon is by far in better condition. I mean, it's a covered wagon. It's like a caravan. Think of almost like it's a live-in wagon.
Sure.
But it's a fairly big party. Them having two wagons. I mean, all of them trying to squeeze inside Stroth's wagon is going to be pretty tough.
Oh, yeah, no. Then absolutely, yeah. You can have our wagon. We can't take it with us.
Yeah.
But that's what Luna votes. Sorry.
Yeah. Then the next question is, do you give them the donkey legs or not?
Yes. No?
It's going to be tough to carry them. They probably will fit inside the bag of holding, but it's going to take up a lot of the area of the bag of holding. You're muted. Templar, you're muted.
You're muted.
There's no point giving them a cart without actual.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because they need. Yeah, otherwise.
There's no horses unless they go get one. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess it makes sense to give them to them.
Yeah. And are we going to give them the rations that are in the cart and the tents that we can store in the cart? Because we just do that.
I mean, Dustin, knowing the most about Smuggler's Gambit, says you should take what you're able to carry. While there is some forage along the way, it is not guaranteed, and as the path often leads into places where there will be nothing to be found. But remember, your you and your mounts will be carrying everything you have, so unfortunately it will be difficult to take. And he sort of looks at the wagon, which is, was packed full for a 20-day journey, 25 because you were being careful, to get through the vice, and you all only spent 8-10 of it, so
12 because 2 was lost, but yeah.
Well, we could each carry a couple rations for ourselves.
Oh yeah, certainly. I mean, you each could carry 5 days worth of rations. I mean, that's
so I'd say we take 5 days. Everybody would take 5 days work and leave the rest to them.
Yeah. Tents are your call. They do weigh you down, but I'll let you guys figure it out off stream of what all you take and what you don't. Later. But yeah, for the most part, you are going to need to travel a bit lighter than you were when you had a wagon that could carry 1,000 pounds worth of stuff. How do you guys intend to get yourselves to Jubilee Stables?
How far is it?
It's on the other side of the town. So are you guys on the map? I forget whether I left you all there or not.
Yeah, you were on the map.
So it's basically it's this square building down here.
Okay. And
you are up here at the Vice Runners. Yep. This is the main gate here. I mean, so yeah, you could go out, if you wanted to go outside and come back in, you could do that. I mean, you could go back through the city. It's your call. The East Gate. We'll say by now an hour has passed. Luck, boop, pops back into existence.
The moment that Luck pops back into existence, Celia looks over and sees that he's covered in all of her traps.
Yeah.
And she goes, I should have warned you about those.
I needed new clothing anyway. The old ones were a bit too baggy. Look, they're too baggy now. I've, younger form.
Anyway, Celia is able to stealth with advantage. If somebody else would be able to find a way to stealth with advantage, me and this other person can stealth over and grab the mouse.
I got my short rest, so I'm back on key, so I can pass trace it out again.
Yep, and it does not. It's not affected. Casting it is not a vice
Correct.
ability. It's an ability, not a spell. When she does it, because it's using key, so she could pass without trace on everyone. I mean, you guys. That's the thing. If you guys want to basically backtrack your pathway, around the Zephyr Consortium, back over the wall by the Chapel of Purity. I mean, it's just making a run for the front gate once you're on mounts. You could do that as well. Sort of do this pathway to get down there. I mean, you can go right through this alley. That's where you came out of. But you just went down this.
As for another set of hands, can I be near the seed so I can cast invisibility and go with them?
But I mean, yeah, you're within the within the radius of the seed. You are able to cast a spell. You are not sure what will happen to your invisibility spell once you step outside the radius of the seed.
I'm going to test it. Invisibility.
Okay.
Step because of short rest. Step outside.
Although, so yeah, he can cast it there, but doesn't the seed pull in the energy anyway as soon as he does?
Well, I mean, he's able to. I mean, this is where it gets weird because it's touch spells. Like you can't cast. I've got a whole thing for it. Anyway, Iskren, when you step outside, the invisibility basically gets pulled away from you. It just sort of it basically just starts the forces of the vice itself and the currents basically start ripping the spell apart.
It's like Predator when his invisibility cloak fails. It's just like
pretty much very similar.
Just very. Oh, that was useless. All right. Best of luck.
So, is the plan? What do you guys want to do? Do you want to go around, or do you want to go through the alleys back the way you came? We know that Luna's going to pass without a trace, everyone, so...
I mean, we know the way through the Alu's bed now.
Yeah.
So we'd have a
You
better
do.
time tracking it this way. That's what I'd suggest.
Yeah. And Celia can stealth ahead a little bit just so she can kind of peek around corners and make sure that nobody's coming, stuff like that.
Yep. I will say you all have not heard the bells go off in pretty much the last 45 minutes. One or more went off during your short rest, but it has none of the bells for vice surges have gone off. Now, you know some of these things take hours to take effect, but currently your things seem to have died down a little bit. There's still everyone's trying to get out of the city. This is more the it's kind of settled in around here. But so you guys want to scout out the front door, see what's going on?
I
Actually,
get with them.
want to wish Stroth and the gang on their way as they open the back
Yeah.
gate.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're going to go out the back gate and go around the outside of the city, and basically get on the road, sort of blend in with the, sort of this exodus that is moving on the road to Velaskia.
Before they go completely, I do want to catch up with Stroth just real quick and
Yep.
just ask him a favor, and just say, Stroth, when we first met, you helped me with something, and you were invaluable, and I know I'm going to need it again in the future, and I know others can do it, but I just want to have something on me at all times to be prepared. And she will hold up her water skin
Okay.
and ask that he bless that water.
Oh, you want basically a water skin of holy water?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, no, he actually he kind of smiles at you for a second, and he goes, it's not quite that easy, but he then hands you 2 vials of holy water for you to have.
Good enough.
Yeah,
Thank you.
He sort of smiles. It takes a bit of a ritual, but this will keep you safe. And with that, they you see the 2 carts sort of head out. Dustin kind of has now taken back his position up on top as they head out, just in case. He's being sort of overly cautious. He's not sort of surfing the top. He's just sort of sitting up behind where Stroth is driving. The donkey leg cart behind them. The kids are inside. Landon is sort of taken up position as though he's driving the donkey leg cart. Valtorian actually is inside with the kids, just so he's out of sight. So yeah, the party of Stroth, Tian, Dustin, Landon, and the 4 kids head out off to Darexis.
As they're heading off that direction, Luna's, she's actually increasingly more worried. So that's they're further down the road, but she yells out after him, "If you die, I want my money back."
Okay. Yeah. You sort of see a bit of a wave back at you, and would see a smile, but he's sort of traveling into the sunrise. Actually, at this point, I mean, it's probably about 11 a.m. at this point because this all started at sunrise. So, party, make me some stealth checks and investigation from Celia, please. You all have plus 10 to your stealth checks.
Sneaky, sneaky.
All right, 31 and investigation.
32. Celia, you've taught me well.
Wow. Couple stealth.
Yeah, no, as a party, you guys certainly pass without a problem. With your investigation, with a nat 20, Celia, yeah, you do see there's a few it's not these mutated citizens at this point. It's more panicked people just screaming at each other. Carts have bumped into each other. Things have gotten overturned. At this point, it's more that sort of aftermath where now that the immediate threat of true monsters is gone, unfortunately, people are tending to turn a little bit on each other for what occurred during the panic itself.
All right. Celia will kind of hold her hand out to the party for them to stop, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to calmly walk out and just start basically explaining to the people that, like, right now they need to work together to get everybody out of the city, stop panicking, stuff like that. And I'm going to use a natural 20 for my persuasion.
Okay. Yeah, no, from, again, your training up in Balathira, you know that sometimes it is critical to a mission to get a mob and a crowd on your side. And very much like you did when you saved Axel's hide when the wagon was coming over the thing, Celia's mom voice, now with an extra 18 years of maturity on it, just cracks through all of the panic as you basically give them orders, tell them what to do, which way to go, get their carts disentangled, point to people who are just bystanders, telling them you help them get their stuff back in their cart. And yeah, that whole mess is Mom Celia taken care of, TCO. And while that's happening, basically you've turned them away from the party, and the party is able to sneak across the street and get over the wall without any problem whatsoever. And once you sort of send them on your way in true Celia style, with a 30 on your stealth chest, just take like 2 steps back, and they like turn, and you like it's the Batman disappear. It's like, where, what? I hate when she does that.
I like high five her stealthily.
Yeah.
My frost. Cool.
Yeah, you guys go over the wall, down this alleyway behind the Temple of Purity chapel, and make your way to the Jubilee Stables. Inside, you see a just all but the retail worker on the worst Black Friday sale ever at the end of the day, as people have been running around and panicking and just going crazy in and out, and he seems to just be at wit's end. You do see stables filled with sort of most of them are actually closed or enclosed, so you can't see them. But there is sort of like a big area towards the back where you all the other sort of like stalls seem to already be opened and empty, but there does seem to be sort of a big area in the back that that you do hear noises come from, but at this point can't really see. He just sort of turns around and he's just like, what?
We require mounts.
Of course.
Have money.
Of course you do. I don't have anything that you're going to want left.
I don't care. We have money. Give us mounts.
Anything will do. If it gets us from point A to point B, we'll take it.
He actually sort of turns away from Luna and looks at, this now young gentleman who's just seems very straight, forthright, and seems to want to, just you'll
okay.
get them somewhere safe. You'll get them south.
Yeah. Straight south. That's our plan.
There's too much going on right now, but if you'll just take them down to the south, you'll find our other set of stables. The Gambit Pass stables. right outside of the Falcon Crest Plateau. If you'll transport them, I'll let you have them for free. And if you decide to buy them on the other side, you can pay there.
Sounds like a deal.
He sort of smiles at you, goes, well, let me show you what you've got yourself into. As you walk towards the back...
Giant.
I don't even know what I have.
Nope, some people don't even know what they've got.
I'm so excited.
Yep, so first thing, Luna, you go back and...
Giant spider.
Almost immediately, he points out, and he's kind of... didn't respond well to you.
Yeah, I didn't.
But, so he kind of looks at you, and looks at this donkey with the most fashionable fedora kicked to one side, and he sort of looks at you and he sort of tuts his tongue at the donkey and goes, "Yeah, I believe y'all will get along just fine." I just found his voice, by the way. Y'all will get along just fine. Sort of hit, not too,
Luna walks past him to the dog. It's like, fine, you don't want to talk to me? Go talk to them. I don't care.
Yeah, and he goes, that there's Carrot. You'll do fine. Yeah, you should get along just okay. To you, he sort of smiles to Luck and goes, now you, my friend, I'm giving you what I believe the best mount. Now, a lot of people don't like riding on a big old mountain goat or a ram, but they say it looks silly. But I can tell you, if you're going down through Smuggler's Gambit, this is the mount that you want to have. And he takes you over to this big gray shaggy ram. You are 6'4". The top of its horns are like about 2 inches above your head. It is a big damn ram. And it immediately kind of like butts into you. Do me a, and with you just stand solid, and then it kind of looks back at you, and then it kind of nuzzles up to you. It's like, oh yeah, you're my people.
You know what? We could have done these with these in the mines.
And as you go around Cilia, you're sort of looking at this menagerie in front of you. You sort of watch Luna go over to the donkey and a ram, and something starts sort of tapping and pecking on your shoulder. And you turn around and see this long-necked, tall, bird-like creature.
You got me a chocobo!
That's pure black.
Yes!
From Shuggy Pixels. That seems to just sort of put its head on your shoulder and seems to take a liking to you. And he sort of looks and he goes, "Well, that settles that."
I want to ride my chocobo all day.
Also, it fits a color palette.
Thank you, Shuggy.
About that time, Axel, you're sort of walking back there, back sort of into the corner. These are a lot of big animals that sometimes you're not terribly whatever. And as you back up, you bump into something. Do me a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage. On a 7, you fall down as you have bumped into something, and you hear as something sort of comes around you, and shimmering with such perfect camouflage, chameleon-like camouflage, you see this large lizard-like creature that then begins to sort of groom itself, much like a cat, as a guard drake. that is can camouflage itself like a chameleon. Sort of comes over to you, and it sniffs you at first, but something about both your felineness and your dragon affinity seems to attract it to you, as the mount that your good friend Tunarth got you sort of nuzzles up on you.
I love it. It's a cautious scratch under the chin. Claws are good for scratching.
Yeah, and it totally is like you find like a dry patch in its scales that it couldn't quite get, and it's in love.
Perfect.
Because as we all know, dragons are cats.
Dragons are cats.
Boom.
And so you all kind of look around, and there is this loud growling, and from sort of a back corner, and something leaps out of the darkness. I need Iskrin to make a dexterity saving throw.
Iskrin, you sure?
On a 15, you are knocked prone as this giant, slavering beast pins you to the ground, growling in your face. And you hear Davin yell out, Kent, no! As that, he goes, that was my dog until the dragon things start doing it. As this, it sort of backs off a little bit and then just kind of licks your face as this giant Karagor, like from the Shadows of Mordor.
Oh crap! Unfortunately, I don't get the reference.
Google it up.
That warg.
Yeah, giant warg, sort of hairless awfulness with giant claws and fangs. Think of like a saber-toothed dog. Kind of like a saber-toothed like bulldog, but the size of a horse. As the mount that you were gifted by our good friend Kent pounces upon you.
Kent.
So this is an interesting one. There doesn't seem to be much left, as Iska is sort of standing there and Kel are standing there. And this was fun. There sort of walks over and something bumps into you, Kel. It is a llama, which you've never seen before, but it is this tall llama with sort of brown, beautiful, hairy coat, and it is a level 0 beast that you can add to your repertoire that are very good in mountain passes.
Okay.
No, I lost.
Llama.
Llama.
You are now the emperor. Enjoy your new
And
group.
he sort of yeah.
Yes, right.
And Davin.
Good session, guys. Good session.
Davin looks around and he sort of looks at Iska and goes, "Well, maybe you can ride with one of the others. There's really nothing else here that's gonna suitable for a mount."
There's really nothing else?
No, I mean, and then he looks up and he goes, kind of looks over your head. He goes, "Well, looky here. Charlotte has come out, finally, after all these months." And you look up and see the most beautiful crystal spider. It looks like as though it was made out of quartz crystal. and these two big, giant, faceted eyes that look like sapphires, but like each with 1,000 different facets, sort of look down into yours. And we're used to Kel's spider form to having big mandibles, and since you have been known to chase a butterfly or two, this one has this long, swirling straw, like a butterfly does, and these two antennas that catch stuff. And he goes, wow. He goes, I haven't seen Charlotte come out in almost 6 months. She's been up there with that baby of hers, taking care of it. But if she's willing to travel, I'd love to get her out of here. And it sort of plops down and puts its head up. He goes, that's a Falinari crawler there. They live off the nectar out in the sylvan expanse of the magic. They feed off the stones. They used to be phase spiders, they say, before the magic out there changed them. But if she's willing to carry you, you can't have a better mount than old Charlotte here.
I just look towards this thing, and I say, oh my god, she's beautiful. And I reach my hand out slowly, inviting it to come closer, hoping I can touch this giant spider. I was entranced by Kel's spider I'd seen before. I loved seeing those 8 legs close. I loved watching it move, and so seeing this crystalline spider in front of me, I'm transfixed by it. It's gorgeous, and all I want to do is get closer to it. Feel its skin, watch it move, learn everything I can about this beautiful creature in front of me, one of such caliber I've never seen before. I squat down even, excitedly, waving my fingers, please, inviting it in.
Yeah,
Run your hand through its soft crystalline hair.
Yeah, Charlotte, it actually is very smooth. It actually has a sort of a hard carapace, but it is, like I say, looks almost like quartz crystal. And yeah, Charlotte seems to take a liking to you.
If she's there in front of me, I just kind of leave my hands like near her, and I just kind of nuzzle my face into her head. I think we're gonna get along just fine.
He's gone past the point of fear and just embraced it.
He just wants to rub in the fact that he has to do this. Yeah, she kind of chirps kind of back at you, sort of like almost like a cricket does. Yeah, with that, you guys can basically all get your mounts and pretty much make a run out the front gates. Davin tells you you can pick up Smuggler's Gambit just to the south of town. You'll see the ravine. Just head down in there, and you'll be on your way.
Question: is mine actually a mount?
No, yours is travel.
It's not coming
form.
with me.
You basically have a travel. You've got a travel.
Okay,
form.
yeah, it's not. Except I don't until I take a long rest.
Oh, yeah.
Second question. You mentioned like a baby spider?
You don't seem to see a baby spider right currently.
I asked Davin, you mentioned something about a baby. Do I need to know something before we go?
Oh, I doubt it will bother you. It'll be, you see where it points underneath it on the back on its thorax, you sort of see a little crystalline pouch. And you see 2 little emerald eyes sort of peek out, upside down actually, because it's clinging to its mom's belly. Sort of peek out from underneath of it and sort of look at you and then sort of hide back in.
Hey there, little guy. It's okay. We'll keep you safe. I promise.
He hates it so much.
Oh, you are an incredible person there.
Oh, Tanya.
Oh, Tanya,
Yes.
evil woman.
So yes, Carrot and Charlotte from our good friend Tanya, and yeah. So
Actually, if you don't mind,
go ahead.
I say, don't worry, guy, I got a friend for you. And I activate from the trinkets we got, before we went to the Vice, my intelligent little hand that kind of moves like a little spider. And I just get it out and it pops on my shoulder. It's like we got ourselves a nice little family here.
It's just
Yeah, and
broken.
actually you see this
You
little
broke
spider underneath sort of poke its head out and look at it, and then as it moves, it sort of goes back in and looks at it again. Definitely curious about this whole little, hand that you seems to move very much like it does across your shoulder.
You'll have the baby on your other shoulder in no time.
You've broken him. You've broken the poor boy.
Without further incident, you guys are able to head out the front gates. At this point, Kel, I don't know, you can ride. Certainly, Lux Ram is big enough for the two of you guys with no problem whatsoever. Iskrin, your Caribor is pretty darn feisty, but it seems to like the taste of your glitter. It keeps kind of licking glitter off of you because poop. And and well, because I mean it was made from the Vice, and so you're kind of leaking magic.
Its eyes please glow like in that first photo.
Yeah,
It's
they
a nice
get.
red
Yep. So yes, each of you heads out. Celia atop this chocobo, sort of long striding it towards Iskrin on the wild Caribor, who kind of stalks and slinks across the guard Drake with Axel on the back of it. That sort of has that sort of iguana sort of slithery type motion. Iska, riding proudly on the back of this crystal spider, gathering quite a few looks and a few little small shrieks as she goes by from the less informed populace who doesn't understand what an incredible creature they're seeing. Carrot's just good old Carrot, just going along, and the Ram with Luck and Kel on the back. He's like he's like all kind of happy to be out of the stable, on the road, justice, adventure on the way, head held high, and you guys march out of East, headed towards whatever adventures lie ahead. That's where we're going to end our session today.
Forward, mighty! That is your name because you are fearless.
Onward!
To adventure! And probably fixing K.
So, we're going to go around real quick, meet all the cast, let them give their thoughts on the session and where we can find them around the interwebs. Triag and Druid.
Hi. Sorry I was late.
Hey, work is work. It happens.
Yeah.
And everyone got to take a drink.
Yeah. So you can go find me on Twitter. I don't ever tweet anything. I kind of retweet when people are streaming, either on Mixer or Twitch. So follow me if you want to know when somebody is streaming. And my Friday games, I will be back in like a few weeks with a new character. Yay!
Cool. Next up, Dragons or Cats?
Hello, everyone. That was an incredible session. I am so happy to have my warg, my Karagog, I believe.
Karagor, yeah.
Yes, it is wonderful, and I'm so glad that it licks me to feed. You can find me over on my channel, Dragons Are Cats. as we play a D&D charity game, Dragon's Brew. That is on every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time, and what an amazing session. Holy crap. I thought we were all going to die. That mechanic with the countdown timer for a sudden surge to go off, I hated that, but that was perfect.
Cool. Next up. Thanks. Next up, Templar Warden.
I'm happy. I have the guard drake. It's perfect. Hello, I am Templar Warden. I was playing Hidden by Axel, the Tabaxi Dragon Wizard. Oh, wait, no. Tabaxi Wizard.
Yes. The Tabaxi Drake Wizard. Guard Drake Rider. That's all you need to know.
Yeah. So, you may find me pretty much anywhere on the internet as Templar Warden. You may also find me on Twitter at Rainer Templar. Don't tweet a lot, except retweets of things. And I've also recently put up a thing, which I will link, for the most recent Art of the Vice, or one of the most recent, where I got a commission for the spa scene, the anime spa scene. So that's out there on the Art of the Vice. Check that out. Great job by Vince, and that's me done.
Yeah, for those who aren't familiar with Guard Drakes, there is Guard Drake. Next up for Bird vs. Plane.
Hey folks, I'm Bird vs. Plane. Catch me on Twitter and on Twitch doing some Monster Hunter World sometime this week.
Cool.
I'd love to join you.
And next up, we have Luna.
Hello, I'm Energy9 on Twitch, where I live stream video games and swear a whole bunch. I guess I will be getting back to Monster Hunter tomorrow because I have a show to do tonight and can't get back to it tonight. You can also find me on Twitter at Energy98. I tweet random stuff. I try to live tweet when I don't pass out too early. And I'm a player in TV Reference's 80 Sunday game, along with Tunarth, Eslo the Power Within. I play a very, very different character, Claudius Vanguard. And also I'm a player in the Friday 8 p.m. game, Eastern time for both these games, where I play a totally different character.
Very cool.
Also puns.
Next up, Good Guy Pie.
What? Can I get any more? No. All I need now is just shining gold armor, and I will be happy. Just the brightest armor. You like the the beacons have been lit.
Very nice.
Anyway. Yes, I'm Good Guy Pie. You can find me pretty much anywhere as Good Guy Pie, or as your Lord and Savior, the Almighty being from above. No, still not approved yet. All right, I'll have to run that through the overlords again.
I'm sorry, there are rights issues.
Yeah.
I think that's already been copyrighted and trademarked.
Yeah, and there's sort of couple of patents that you got to work out.
But I broke I saw a man get broken at the end of this session, and embrace madness, which I might be doing by the end of this campaign. But
speaking of embracing madness,
anyway,
there you have it. Last up, Tunarth. Don't worry. I'm sure there's nothing that will drive you mad as you go out into the Sylvan Expanse. Nothing.
So, hey, I'm Tunarth here in chat. I'm Colin65 on Twitter. I don't really do much except retweet this, which we just finished watching. So tune in next week to see what happens with Mama Charlotte and her baby. And because she's so cute. And oh, didn't you know she's the new star of the upcoming arc? And I will. Are we having Dungeons and Coffees in the morning?
Yes, I know I'm muted.
You're muted?
Yes, I'm sorry. I was coughing my lungs out as I had things go down the wrong pipe. Yes, we are having Dungeons and Coffees tomorrow morning.
So I will be here tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Eastern, a dark 100 for me here in California, and we'll talk about what you just watched and veer off on tangents and generally have an interesting time of it. And then Sunday tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern, as NG9 stated, I will be partaking in T. Frederickson 80's campaign Essel of the Power Within, where I make sure that my cloak bill is effectively behind me and Claudia's brothers a day.
There it is.
I am Tall Squall. I had a great time running the session today. I was really nervous about it. Wasn't sure how the mechanics were going to pull off and how I was going to be able to juggle all the different things that were going to be happening at once. It was a great, fun challenge. I hope you guys enjoyed it and had a good time. You can find me here on Saturdays DMing the Vice, normally at 6 p.m. over on the Dungeons & Dragons channel. You can find me playing in Learn by Play. However, our friends in England have no power and no internet, so that kind of put a spoil on that for this evening. However, hopefully we will see you, hear you on Turncloaks on Mondays. Actually, I'm not sure if they'll be able to get that out either. So a lot of things might be delayed this week. Best thing to do is to find me through my Twitter account at Tall Squall and links to all the stuff that I do there. We are going to go raid our good buddy in Wills when we are done here. So please follow us over there as we go raid in Wills. And until next time, gather your friends together and tell a story, because that's what it's all about. Good night, everyone. Stay safe out there.